Yinzer Nation, wake the fuck up. We are back, episode 33. Looking better than ever, boys. I don't know if anyone didn't get the
Breeze to the dome.
4th of July memo. No, just me?
Just you.
Second
I
announcement.
mean, he's got 3 colors there.
But that's 4.
He also has Jamaica.
That is red, white, blue, and...
Idiot.
Oh, what the hell is that thing? Kill that motherfucker.
What thing?
Yo, that thing...
Oh,
you
gone.
fucking
It's
blew
gone.
on it. There's a fucking moth in here.
That wasn't a moth.
It was a demogorgon. Been watching Stranger Things. No bullshit. 4th of July, we had to break out the overalls. Ord, how you doing?
How you doing?
America.
I'm doing okay.
And you have an American hat too.
Yeah.
But it's got fish on it. So.
PFG, Performance Fishing Gear. Hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag that thing's been through the ringer and back.
Yeah, it's my 3rd one.
How many times have you gone fishing this year?
0. How many times we got last year? Also 0. But yeah, we're back. Still down a member. Corey.
On the mend.
On the up and up.
He's on the up and up.
He really is.
He is on the up and up.
Maybe not the next podcast, but maybe in August might make an appearance.
Hope so. I miss doing trivia. I miss losing.
Yeah, you guys are.
It's weird not being.
You
a
guys
loser.
haven't lost in a while.
Yeah.
It feels kind of nice,
Because
doesn't it?
we were sweet like that.
Yeah.
Right. Fucking sweet lips over there. Yeah. On that note,
Next.
we're gonna review our hot takes from our last episode. We'll start with Trav, our guest. Pens, we're gonna hire Guy.
Bouchard.
Bouchard. Not Guy.
Kletchka.
Kletchka. Whatever the fuck his name is. That loser. The James said USA was gonna make the quarters of the Copa tournament.
They
Yep,
look like ass.
They look like shit.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about soccer, but I do know they look like shit.
Yeah, we're not going to cover soccer because we don't cover football.
Football Americana we cover.
Yeah.
Not football day, not Americana. That's football. We cover football.
Yeah. Well, they
I don't think they
They
call
lost.
football in Europe.
lost 2 out of their 3 games.
Yeah. How you doing?
Yep.
It is what
Uh,
it is. Keep
Just
moving.
fly right
I
back to
said
the States.
Alex Burr was going to lose. Yeah, that I'll cover that in a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Yikes.
did in fact win.
He did not lose.
He didn't
Yeah.
lose. Dill said the Pirates were going to go on a 5+ game streak.
I think they won 2 max.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
been streaky.
Corey said Skeens are going to have 10+ strikeouts against the Rays. The Skeens 10+ strikeouts is no longer allowed as a hot take.
Yeah, we're done.
We've banished
We're
that.
done.
Bro, didn't he have... He had either
Yeah,
8 or
he-
9.
Yeah, it was close.
We can revisit it, but not for like the near future, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe in like October when we're in the playoffs.
Right. You lost me. And Tig says Pirates are going to acquire a bat for the next pod, and they didn't.
They didn't get anything.
No.
They didn't even call anyone up.
I don't think they even picked anybody up on waivers.
No.
Tig's just like hoping somehow just acquired.
So
Just
we
like,
were 0 for 5. We were on kind of a heater.
someone was getting one right for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not scrolling. You can scroll.
Yeah. Episode 32, we had one right. Episode 31, we had a couple right. Yeah, so it's been at least 2 episodes. I'm not scrolling all the way back up, but yeah. So we're gonna cover hot takes all-time record here. Dill's still in first place, 10-21. I'm still coming up. You're behind at 9-22. Tigs, 3rd place, 4-26.
Maintaining, just
loser.
maintaining.
The James out here, 4th, 3-5.
You're on a skid there, cuz.
I know.
You're on. Like
I'm still coming up his behind though, so
Hey, you too can one day have 29 losses like Corey.
We will, but it's
I
not going to be
could.
for a while.
but I'll still be in front of him.
And Corey in 5th at 2-29. You know,
He's about to be 2-30.
you know what I was doing today? Because we were possibly going to have a guest on today, but he had some conflictions. He couldn't make it.
Damn.
I was listening to the episode that former guest was on,
Okay.
episode 19.
Okay.
I think Tiggs had 4 wins on episode 19.
No, he had 3.
No,
He had 3.
I
You're
got
right, he
one
had
right
3.
like 2 weeks ago.
But me and Dill had like 4 or 5.
We went on a heater.
And I think
And now
Corey.
look at us.
Corey, that was the episode that Corey had his first hot take. After he had one hot take right, that was his first one, and we all took a guess as to when he was going to get his next one.
Yeah.
And I had the ceiling at 25.
What did he get it at? Like
It was somewhere around there, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah,
Yikes.
so there's always improvement for.
There's always room for improvement.
Always
I'm
room
still
for
batting
improvement.
Hall of Fame numbers.
I mean,
You're 3 and 5, so that makes you 3 for 8, which is 370 something.
yeah, that's good. Good
pretty-
math.
Pretty good.
Well,
I think it's
Let's call Brad.
Shout out
Yeah,
Brad.
that's
Yeah.
Brad.
I think you're Brad on the phone. Let me get the exact number.
But yeah, we're hoping for next episode to at least have one right.
That's the goal. I mean, hopefully it's me and not you. Hopefully it's him.
I don't know. I
I'm
kind of
hoping
like
for
mine.
Tiggs.
I'm rooting for Tigs.
I kind of like mine.
Sorry, you have enough for the meantime.
That's fine.
Okay. Oh well, what are we gonna do? We're not gonna do live commentary, but we are watching the Bucco game. So if you look at us, looking at that,
Yeah.
don't look at us.
If you're looking at us.
Our speed demon just went first to third, and he got fucking lasered by the ball in the back. Riley Telez.
Oh, yeah, you gotta tell the people.
He's at least like 5th on the team in steals. He's up there.
Well, that's never mind.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there.
we're not-
Speaking of baseball, Tigs, what you got this week?
We're gonna keep it short and
What,
sweet
you got
today.
a fucking line of Coke on your mic over there?
No, I'm so congested. I had to clear my nose out a little bit.
Need a tissue?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Okay,
So we're
on
not
to the
gonna
next one.
We're not gonna go like full on trade deadline yet because it's still the end of July, so we have another episode before then. But I just wanted to bring up some of the buzz of
Buzz.
of the trades.
Speaking of buzz.
So
Lightyear.
one of the things that I keep seeing, and I fully believe this is probably going to happen, is Luis Robert going to the Dodgers.
You know what I've seen is him linked to the Phillies.
I could see it, but he's going to go to some big market team.
Correct, not the Pirates.
You know he's not coming to us.
Exactly.
We should trade fucking. Who the fuck has 2 wins for the Pierogies?
Oliver Onion.
Yeah, we should trade him. Put him in a package with Sawinski.
He almost won last night. He came in second last night,
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Cheese Chester had to ruin it. So
Yeah.
here we are. But
Anyways,
Robert.
Yeah, and then Crochet likely to be moved as well. Haven't really seen him linked to any specific teams
yeah, I heard
yet,
the Yankees
but
recently. I mean, just the Yankees are always fucking linked to everybody.
I mean, Yankees and Dodgers, like it's just every year.
Oakland's remain pretty secretive of what their plans are. Obviously, they have a lot of trade pieces. That team just has no direction whatsoever. So there's probably going to be a few people moving from Oakland. Nobody knows who. I mean, obviously, a lot of teams want Mason Miller, and Brent Rooker would be a good piece to any team, but they haven't really publicly came out and said anything with what their direction is.
if you think you feel bad being a Pirates fan, or any of our listeners, imagine rooting for the fucking Oakland Athletics.
Anyone in Oakland.
Yeah, Raiders. They're not there anymore.
Well, yeah, they lost them.
Golden State, they just lost Klay Thompson. See you later. How you doing?
His dad was pissed. Anybody else see that?
No.
Yes.
His dad was like, I'm not in the supporting mood right now.
Yeah, he wanted him to go to L.A.
Yeah, well, that's where his dad played.
Yeah.
They offered him more money.
Side note, we don't talk about NBA, but there was rumors he was going to sign for $11.5 per year in L.A.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's
he
it?
turned down
Yeah.
more money.
He turned down more money so that he could play with
Luka.
Luka and Kyrie, so that him and Kyrie can average about
6 points.
2 points in the finals when they make it there.
Yeah, but they'll make about fucking 14 threes.
I did see the other day that, well, maybe this hasn't been like an official like linked.
Okay.
But
Are you talking about rumors or just?
yeah, like there hasn't been anything set, but like apparently 2 teams that Jazz could potentially go to are either the Reds or the Pirates, is what I've seen.
Yeah.
Bring him home, boys.
What?
I would love him on the Pirates.
What do you mean bring him home?
Like, home to Pittsburgh.
I thought you meant he like lives
Yeah,
here.
yeah, he's from here.
Yeah, I guess so. I was like,
Born
what?
and
I was
raised.
like, what? Okay,
Dylan,
stop.
Vlad
We're
Jr.,
just-
a hot name, obviously. And there's a lot of quotations here about him being linked to the Pirates, but there has been multiple sources, even though one of them was Filippone.
You don't count.
that have said that
Sorry, Andrew.
the Pirates do want or have interest in Vlad.
Oh,
Per
shit.
se.
I feel like anybody would. He's like, what, 20?
20.
But see, here's
I
the
would say he's
thing:
26.
the Pirates
gonna
don't
say-
actually have interest in anybody. So for it to be actually said that, like, oh, they want him, like that could mean something. Like maybe Ben Charrington finally like picked up the phone and was
He
like,
definitely did.
"Hey, this is Ben Charrington."
And they're like, you got the wrong number.
They're like, who?
This is the Domino's down the street. How can I help you, sir?
They're like, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were the Toronto Blue Jays."
Sorry.
Somebody gave me the wrong number.
Damn, now I got international charges. Shit.
If
Ben
they-
Sherrington probably has the wrong number for all GMs in the league.
Yeah.
All the GMs are like, let's give Charrington 1 digit off.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Just that I can.
He's
definitely
calling a
see-
fucking Pizza Hut instead of like the Red
a
Sox.
Pizza Hut, but like out in Cali instead
Yeah.
of like the Oakland. Right? He's like, can I get this for delivery?
He's like, is
Sir,
this?
this is a
He's like,
Domino's.
is this the Athletics? They're like, this is Domino's.
And you're like, Oh well, can I get a cheese pizza?
I mean, I'd rather call Domino's than the Oakland Athletics. No bullshit.
It's not for Mason Miller.
Right.
Bring him. You talking
So
about bringing
if they
people
get-
home?
If
Bring him
we
home.
get Vlad, we need to have Dylan do a special announcement.
Dylan's breaking that trade.
Yeah.
Spam. That was spam. I almost had a phone call there.
It helps if you don't answer your phone like that.
I answered like this.
Who answers their phone like this?
Bro, I just picked it up and I wasn't gonna be like, oh, I gotta.
Dylan's like, hold on, let me answer this real quick.
Yeah. He said, "Oh shit." He looks like he's playing a fucking cup game over there.
And the only other somewhat notable name that I've seen mentioned a couple of times is Taylor Ward has also been a name linked to the Pirates,
Hard
which
pass.
I don't know who Taylor
Why?
Ward is. You're gonna have to give me some
I'm
context.
just not a big.
He's
fan
the
of his.
Angels. I believe he primary plays right field for them, but
I think so.
and he's also probably better than 3/4 of our lineup.
he
so
also plays first base from what I understand.
Everyone can play first base.
he
at some
plays a
point.
lot of positions.
I'd be here for it. I mean,
He's just Sean Rodriguez.
I mean, I'd be here if the price is right.
yeah,
Obviously,
that's
like,
more.
I feel like he, out of all the people that we're interested in as a group,
Yeah.
I feel like he would 100% be the cheapest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for
obviously.
sure. And then
right after Aaron Judge.
the Angels also haven't really publicly came out and said what their direction is. However, I honestly would not be
Surprised if
Completely
we trade for Mike Trout.
be completely surprised if Mike Trout gets traded, even though his name has not been mentioned once.
to the Dodgers.
No,
could
he'll
see
go.
it.
He'll 100%
No, he'll
to
go to the
Philly.
Phillies
Yeah,
for
that's it.
sure.
Ooh.
Bring him
Trout-
home.
Trout and Bryce
And Turner.
and Castellanos
He's only relevant when someone dies.
and Kyle Schwarber.
Did you see? Not to be off topic. Last night's game, they were playing the Cubs, and I don't remember who was it, but they hit a dart to Castellanos, and he misjudged it, and then he had to jump and catch it to save the
Did
game.
he catch it?
Yeah.
Damn, he should have dropped it.
No, did you see that video I sent of the Rockies?
Oh yeah.
No, what happened with the Rockies?
I saw the video. There was this little it was almost like Polanco-esque. This fly ball was just hit up. The second base was running at it, but didn't go for it. The right fielder's 5 feet away from the ball, diving for it in the wrong direction.
It's just, he wasn't even close.
Hey, you know what? Shoot or shoot, and sometimes you miss.
I mean, he missed.
Yeah, he did
I
miss.
hate when that happens.
Yeah, that's kind of
Is that it?
where we are right now with some trade buzz in the league. But moving on to there, we'll talk about the Bucs for a few minutes here. As the James wanted me to talk about, Skeens is setting more records.
Who?
He is the
Remember when Dill didn't reveal his? Remember when? Who was it? Somebody was like, "Don't reveal the prospect or whatever."
Oh no, that was me, but just because I
Yeah,
wanted
that was me.
it to be funny, and Dylan was just
Yeah.
go Paul Skeens.
Hey, sorry, my bad.
But yeah, he is the only pitcher in MLB history through their first 9 games to strike out 70 batters.
Is that good?
No,
It's definitely not bad.
it's
Average.
Just
I mean,
think
I
of all the
think
people that wanted Dylan Cruz.
Corey.
I mean, I still think Cruz can beat Lee,
100%. But do you imagine if we had Cruz right now?
but obviously
Cruz right now, he wouldn't be up
Skeens is
here
in
right
the
now.
league already.
He wouldn't be up here right now.
No, not for us.
Skeens
We
got
don't
drafted.
develop
Went
hitters.
True. Yeah.
Skeens literally got drafted, went through the minors, and then up to the majors within less than a year.
Yeah,
Correct.
which is how it should have been.
And now he quite literally could be in Cy Young contention already.
Imagine.
I think
You know who's
I'm
not?
I'm not going to say
Shada.
anything.
He got blown up.
But-
Again.
I think Skeens is the easy front runner for
Cy Young.
rookie of the year
Or-
right now.
Oh, rookie of the year
Yeah, Cy
easily.
Young too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Easily.
He's the betting favorite.
I mean, as long as he continues course,
He
he
was
didn't even.
I think he was right around plus 1,200 or something like that to
When he
open the
started.
season.
Yeah, he was.
Before he got called
I
up.
know we should. I don't know why I didn't put at least 35 cents on there. I could have made at least $3.
But
That's my
moving on to the elephant in the room that keeps getting talked about, are they going to limit his
I
innings?
thought the elephant in the room never gets talked about.
I don't think
Because
we
you don't talk about the elephant in the room, right?
We're talking about the
So
elephant in the room.
Okay.
they did skip a Jones start last week.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight was his first start after being skipped, and they were talking about if skipping his, because Jones threw 7 straight balls, walked back-to-back batters, the second and third batter of the game, and they were talking about if them skipping a start has anything to do with that. I don't think so.
No, I think he just.
I 100% think that eventually they'll skip a skiing start. I don't know if they'll skip a skiing start and give him like 10 days of rest, like a full skip. But I could 100% see later this month them pushing back one of his starts, a couple days.
I think it depends on where the team is too. Like, obviously, if we fall out of contention, there's no reason for.
If we fall out of contention, they're shutting both of them down in September.
Yeah,
which I'm here for. If we have no chance making the wild card, shutting both of them down in September, I'm here for it.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But the other, well, I guess we'll talk about the bats, which is always fun.
We don't have any bets.
Hayes is, I don't even know. Yeah, I put anemic.
Do you know what that word means?
Lifeless.
Okay. Just making sure.
He's
Because you made
pretty-
it sound like you could just Google it.
You know what anemic people do?
What?
They eat ice.
Let's get the man some ice.
Speaking of ice, that's what he fucking is right now. Ice cold.
Get this man some ice to chew on.
I mean, it's not like Triola's doing any better.
No.
It's not like anyone's doing any
No,
better,
but
except
like-
for. Not going to mention it.
They just
He has an RBI tonight.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Hayes
Oh, he had
does,
the
yeah.
sac fly.
No,
That's-
close.
No, he had a
single-
ground.
or
I
a
can't
ground
remember who it was.
Ground out.
Or well, because Charrington, they interviewed Charrington, and he was like, "Well, I think that, like, obviously the team is underperforming," and he's like, "That's his justification for not trying to make a big splash move for a bat," which he's not wrong, but at the same time, obviously you have to look internally to fix something, which they are not doing.
They almost did last night.
They said, psych,
They almost called up Palacios, and he's hitting like 300.
301.
Well, more so meant with like, coaching and development.
Oh, yeah.
but
We saw this last night.
Here's the other thing. Andy Haynes,
I'll
our
go
hitting
fuck
coach,
myself.
fuck him.
yeah.
Good, though.
We made fun of him last night because there was one out, a
Oh.
ground ball hit to him, runner on first, pumps twice, throws it to first, and he starts walking
Who?
off.
Hayes.
Hayes.
Starts walking off
Oh.
the field, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? Do you think his head's in the game? Like, not like as a Gold Glover, you don't really make that mistake, truly. But
I don't know.
do you think he's like checked out?
I'd
Do you think
make
he's
that
just
mistake.
like pissed off at Andy Haynes because he sucks, or like what's
I
the
don't
deal?
First off, I don't think he's pissed off at Andy Haynes because he sucks. I think that
I mean, I'd be pissed.
I
off at
think
Andy
that
Haynes.
everybody in AAA, like Davis goes down to AAA, he's hitting nukes. Sawinski goes down to AAA.
Well, he was hitting nukes until he can't see the ball straight because he's
right because he got hit with a nuke twice.
Yes, again.
Yeah, and then Sawinski goes down there, he's hitting the ball. Gonzalez goes down there, he's hitting the ball. So
Gonzalez is the only player that came up from AAA and
still hit the
is
ball.
continued to hit the
Yeah.
ball.
I don't think it's I don't think it's that. I genuinely think that Andy Haynes sucks.
He
Like,
does.
There's no doubt
He's
about
the
it.
Matt Canada of the fucking Pirates.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no.
There's no way.
Let me ask you this: if Matt Canada was still our offensive coordinator, who would you rather have right now?
Matt Canada.
Matt Canada.
We're still winning games with him.
Yeah.
That's because
I
our
mean, we're
it's
still
because our
winning games. We're winning
defense.
4 games under 500.
Yeah, but it's
That's
not.
because of our pitching,
Yeah.
Yeah.
our starting pitching.
It's a little bit easier for a defense to win a game in the
It is
NFL.
for-
than
Yeah,
it
right.
is
Especially
for-
when you have our defense. Like,
I mean,
Because
it's
it's a lot easier to make a mistake in the MLB for a pitcher to just like give up a 2-run homer and now we lost 2-1.
also the pitching between AAA and MLB is probably a decent gap, right? Like starting pitching is. You have to think they're not just.
yeah, I saw.
I'd say so because there's very few guys that are actually in AAA that are starting pitchers that are getting ready to be caught up. Like there's those lifers, right, that are in the minors for their whole career. They might bounce between double, AAA here and there.
Get called up once every 2-3
Right.
years. For
But
us.
like,
Drew Maggie.
I mean, you look at like our pitching; they're all in Double A right now, minus Braxton. He's the only one that's in AAA right now. That has potential to be on the Pirates, like
soon.
Pirates roster for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like 1, 2, 3 starts like Quinn Priester. Like I'm talking an
Should've
extended
been.
period of time that those guys can bring you success in your starting
They're
rotation.
either going to trade Priester or he's a bullpen guy. Like, I don't think he's a starter.
I don't think you trade him just yet. I think you
I
try
think
to.
he's a starter.
I mean, would you Would you
Unless
kind
he's
of
the
put him in a
fifth.
Luis Ortiz role and like
Yeah.
a long
That's what I
reliever?
was gonna say.
That's exactly what I
Because
would.
he clearly shown he can't be a starting pitcher.
That's what
Like,
Runzi did before we traded him.
I
and then
think
he-
Priester was pitching
DFA.
fine before he got hurt.
I don't know. What,
Hmm?
before he hurt, isn't he ERA like a 6.8?
Yeah, because he got blown up like
4
in one
times.
start, but he's only had like 3 or 4 starts.
It's also tough to be like you're up and down. Like you really can't get
Yes.
your feet like solid anywhere, right? So I
Like
Can't really
you
blame
said,
too
it is a different, completely different ball game between Double A and Triple A. Not even just pitchers, but like hitters wise too.
oh yeah
Because you're going from playing against, let's for example, Liover Peguero.
yeah
If you're a pitcher for like let's say the Cubs, right?
Yeah.
You're going from playing against Liover Peguero to coming up to playing against like just for the Pirates' sake, like O'Neal Cruz.
yeah.
And
Who
not
can-
not even like going against like Judge, like Ohtani, like those guys. Like there's no one in AAA that even comes close to them.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I would say guys like Peguero.
Bay.
No, I wouldn't even say Bay. I
Um,
would say like Peguero's like I would say maybe like B tier in AAA,
Yeah.
like skill wise right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, he's above average, but he's not the greatest.
Right. And I feel like as a pitcher, that's why you're seeing more success in AAA in comparison
Yeah.
to the major leagues.
I would agree.
Shane Baz is a good example. He's
And,
been killing it. He was coming off of rehab. He's been killing it
Yeah,
in
he just got called
AAA,
up today.
and he just got caught up. And he didn't do too hot last year before he got hurt. But I mean, we'll see how that translates from going back to AAA back to MLB.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris Archer.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
thought
Chris.
you were raising your hand like you had a question like Brad did the
No.
one time. I was like, Brad, what are you doing? Put your fucking hand down.
But yeah, besides that, I mean, hey, at least Tellez is still hitting.
He is.
Not
Here
for
for it.
power, but
That's you know what? I'm totally okay with that. Like if this dude can get a base knock every now and then, like I'm chilling.
and then finally, I just want some first half impressions here. Looking forward to the second half of the season, what we think's going to happen.
I'll go last.
Sick. I guess I'm going first.
Oh, Corey's
you want me
not.
to- you want me to go first?
I didn't know what I was gonna say. That's why when he was like, "I'm going last," I'm like, "Fuck."
You want me to go first? I'll
No,
go first.
First half impressions.
Dude got a mean.
We're
hat.
always overly optimistic. We're like, this is our year, right? Every fucking year. I'd say it's like decent, but not like where we should be. Like I'm not like this team actually sucks, even though we say that all the time, right?
No.
We don't actually suck.
Side
But-
note, I did not say this was our year when we had Josh Van Meter playing, so we don't always say that.
Who else do we have? Yoshi Sasugo. Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't our year either.
Diego Castillo.
Yeah.
They used to chant Yoshi,
But,
Rod Barajas.
I mean, if you were to ask me, hey, would you be happy at 40 and 44? I would say yes, honestly.
100%. That's what I would said at the beginning of the year. I would be happy with 500 right around July. Like I said a couple episodes ago, this month is not only big to see what direction we take this team in the rest of the season, but this month is big to see what direction this team takes for the next 2-3 seasons.
I was going to say next 3 seasons. A lot what happens this trade deadline is a lot of speaking volume as to how much this management truly believes that we can
And
go.
if we do sell, you're only selling, in my opinion, guys that are on 1-year deals.
Yeah.
So like
Perez.
Chapman,
Perez on a
Rowdy,
one-year deal?
Perez,
Chapman's 1 by 10.
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, like those guys right there.
You
Those
got
are the
10
guys.
million.
Those are the guys
Yeah.
that you try to flip, and kind of did what Kansas City's doing, in terms of like flipping those guys, in terms of getting like prospects back,
Yeah.
to then flip those prospects in the offseason, next trade deadline to make your push next year. This year, 100% is not our year.
No.
It's not our year to make the playoffs. It's a I know
Test.
it's year 5 of the rebuild.
We
right?
got
It's
we
a,
got
it's
our
a
feet.
It's a stepping stone to see what happens next year.
We're in the water, but we got our floaties on still, right?
You got to take the life vest off.
I mean,
The
well,
life
you
vest
just got
should have
the
came
flo-
off before this year, but
I mean, well, Tigs, you know, they threw us in and we couldn't swim, so they said, "Here's a life vest," and now we're fine.
I mean,
right?
we're treading water like 4 games under 500 right now, and like I mean,
We're doggy paddling out in the river right now,
yeah,
trying to get that home run ball that Cruz hit. I think it's still in the air.
that's not what I had to say, but go ahead.
That's all I had about first impressions. I'm happy with it so far.
Yeah, fuck.
Damn, Tigs, you're next, I guess. I don't know. We're all looking at each other.
I think Dill made really good points. Like I think when we started the year, we were like, great, we're gonna have Skeens, we're gonna have Jones, we're gonna have O'Neal.
Bailey Falter.
But like
Nobody
even, like, the
thought
bats
him.
were like Tellez, you like had a high upside. Cruz, we're like, this is his
Blake
first
Taylor
one.
had 21 homers last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivares is young. He was an up-and-coming bat somewhat, right? We're like, this is not going to be
Yeah.
a bad year. And
I
look
think
at him.
I think the first thing I would say is O'Neal Cruz needs to fix his strikeout rate because it is awful.
Well, you know who's worse.
It's not as bad
Ellie
as
De La
his cousin.
Cruz.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Ellie's, but it's not good.
No, he just there's times where he just looks like he's like swinging to swing, like just for fun.
But you can tell, at least throughout the season, that his eye has gotten better. He's become more selective. Like, he's not just swinging at everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He
I
used to
think-
just swing it, like you said, just to swing, I swear.
Yeah, I think Kutch is picking up. Telez is picking up. So Sawinski, they need to pick
Ship him to the moon.
one or two ways. Like, they either need to commit and say we're gonna help you fix this, or they need to say see you fucking later.
See, here's my thing with Jack, and I knew this last year. Sawinski is a Dollar General version of Kyle Schwarber.
I thought you were gonna say Pedro Alvarez.
In terms of it gets strikeout or home run for the most part, right?
Yeah.
I mean, last night he was 3 for 3. I will
Right.
100% right. If Sawinski hits the ball and hits homers, what's the difference between him and Kyle Schwarber? Like seriously.
Nothing. There's no difference. It's just if you want your center fielder should not be hitting 165.
Correct.
But he just, like, I've never seen somebody look more lost in my life.
Who,
Like, he just
Yeah,
doesn't
you
know
know who he
what
looks
he's
like? He
doing.
looks like-
It seems like he lost God. Maybe he should bring his.
You know what it was?
Walk up.
Change the
music
walk-up
back.
music.
No. You know, it's the meme of him with the glasses. Look at the eclipse.
Yeah,
That's
he
where it
still
went
can't.
wrong.
He still can't see.
He still can't see the ball.
I just think that, like, he looks like Davis looked at the beginning of the year, where, like, he was swinging and you were like, you could tell that he was trying, but it was almost like there was like no lights on.
That's what I mean. Probably because he can't see now.
Because it's, like, funny. Like, he doesn't even have a bad eye. Like, he has a good eye.
Yeah, he's just
But, like, when he swings, like, it's just like, what are you doing?
It's
he's
who's the
swinging
guy
at
from
balls
the
like
Cardinals?
roll.
last.
Oh,
Sorry to cut you off.
Nolan
Hit the
Gorman.
grand. Yeah, he's batting like 190, but he has 17 home runs this year. Like,
I would take
I
that
would
all
take
day.
that 100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sawinski has, I believe, last night was his 7th or 8th home run,
Yeah.
and he got sent down for a period of time. If he didn't get sent down, he might be 11, maybe 10. Like,
I just think
I wouldn't hate that. I don't like it, but I wouldn't hate it.
you just need to commit. It needs to be one or the other. It can't be this like in between thing where we're like just kind of like beating around the bush with him. Like we were the entire city wanted Telez to be shipped into the fucking river when
We
it
should give him
floods.
the Riley Telez treatment.
Yeah,
I mean,
If we,
honestly, it worked.
I mean, if Sawinski went, like, as part of a Jazz Chisholm deal, I would take that every day.
100%.
Because at the very least, like, Jazz seems like he's more, like, level-headed at the plate, and he's also extremely fast.
I was gonna say, and he steals bases.
Yeah.
Sawinski runs like he has a stick up his ass with a T-Rex. Like,
Probably because he wears those high socks.
I mean, Reynolds does too, and Reynolds.
Yeah, but Reynolds is actually an athlete.
I was gonna say about our first half impressions. I would give it a grade of a C.
I was gonna say C+.
I was gonna say C, just because of everyone said like we had high hopes this year, like you said with Skeens, Jones coming up. I just feel like there's so much more that this team has, and that we just have to. I feel like if we get into September, whether that's this year, next year, and we're still in contention, I feel like this team is such a like tight group of guys. Like they're a tight locker room, especially our starting pitchers. Like I sent last night, they all seem to have like a really good relationship with each other. Like they all go out to the bullpen. I'm sure other teams do that too, but like I just feel like that there's so much more that this team has that we just haven't shown yet.
That's fair.
I feel like they should bring back some kind of celebrations. Like, there's no sword. Like, there's no like
Yeah.
jacket. Like, I know they're having fun, but like you're just like high fiving. You gotta bring something.
It's because
out.
you have to get on base to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least when I score, I take a bow.
When you
That's
get on
true.
base.
Hmm?
He's talking when he
I said
scores
at least
it
when
and
I score,
burn him.
I take a bow.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't even try to score. They try to score and they can't score. So there's a difference. You're good enough to where you don't have to try and score, but you score anyways.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
just aim for people when it goes in. the
Yeah,
net.
you're somehow.
Tiggs,
finding
what's your impressions?
Yeah, I'm pretty much on par with you guys.
That's
Like,
why he let us go first. He's like, I'm gonna steal all their fucking
He's like, yeah,
He
I
took
agree
the
with you
Zach
guys.
strategy, and then he's like,
No, I just obviously we want more. Obviously,
"We want more. We."
I don't
want
think
more."
I don't think this team has a future with Andy Haynes. So I would like to see
No,
that
ship
change in
him
the
in a
off
fucking
season.
moon.
I don't think nothing's gonna change in season, but
No, they already said it's not.
yeah. So I would like to see that change in the off season. But yeah, the next few weeks will be very telling with what they do at the trade deadline. If they acquire a bat, I'll be a little bit more optimistic.
Has to be bat with control though.
But
Can't
the
be a
wild
3-month
card
bat.
is very much in reach, and with this pitching staff, anything can happen.
gotta
So
go
you
on
just
a
have to
heater.
get there.
We just
Like,
gotta
if
give
you-
Vlad Jr. That's
If
all.
you get to, if we actually get to the postseason, right? We have like 4. Like if it's a best,
You're not beating us in a wild card game.
no.
The best of 3 a wild card. You're not beating us.
That's what that tweet said earlier. It's just like it's like
I
the
think Jeff
the
Pass.
Cubs when they had Arrieta, when Arrieta was like untouchable.
Yeah.
Like you just good luck in a 3-game series.
so-
against
It
this
so
reminds
let's
me
say-
of it reminds me of the Cardinals when the Cardinals had like Wainwright was doing really well. They had Waka doing really well. Like good fucking luck because you're
Yeah.
already behind 2.
Let's say we have like a wild card spot locked in, right? Last week of the season, we're already locked in. We're already clinched. All of our starting pitchers are fresh, ready to go for game 1 of the wild card. Who do you throw out there game
Paul
1?
Skeens.
Keller.
Yes. You throw out
Really?
Mitch Keller game 1, 100%.
I don't know if I would.
Because if you win game 1 with Keller on the mound, then you throw out Skeens game 2 for a lockdown. That's if they're all fresh. I think that's 100% what you go.
I think
Keller.
it depends on how Mitch Keller looks towards that time of year.
I still think no matter what, if everyone is fresh, I still think you go Keller game 1.
I think Jones is 3 regardless. Sorry, Jared, but like.
Oh,
good.
100%.
You're good, but like Skeeton's better. You guys were on a boat. You guys know. You guys
Yeah,
should know.
I don't know why Kyle Nichols was there.
Yeah, I
after
don't know
He's
why
he-
the fuck
surviving.
he was
He's
there
like,
either.
he's probably like.
Where's his girlfriend at? She
Same
wasn't
one I
there.
have.
in the water. He's probably sitting there. He's like, guys, I know that when Paul was brought up, I walked 12 people in a row. So how can I be better?
You can be our boat bitch.
Yeah, they're like, why don't you just come with us on a boat, and every time we get a fish, you can just put the worm back on our rods.
And you can just take our picture to hang it up for Instagram.
Yeah, they're like, you can sit with us, but like sit a little bit fucking over because we
Yeah.
don't want like we
It's
don't
like
want.
it's like you can be part of the cool kids group, but you're not allowed. No one's allowed to know you're part of the cool
yeah,
kids
they're
group,
like,
right?
don't
Yeah.
come near us because we don't want your shit to rub off on.
The
us.
other thing too is that like the bullpen's finally starting to solidify itself.
Yeah,
a little
thank
bit.
God.
And you have Baraki coming back soon, which is another good lefty arm to have.
Can't
I
wait
think
for-
I saw Bednar's pitching from the mound.
he was throwing 120 flat.
Yeah, he threw 120.
Oh.
He was scheduled to throw off of a slope today.
Yeah,
He threw off a slope yesterday. Brocky,
and then they have. I think Stratton is also.
Stratton. Yeah. I just want Dari back. I miss Dari.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking
What an electric guy that is.
when he comes out to Shane McMahon's theme song.
Yeah, and then he takes a $20 bill as he's leaving
Yeah,
the field.
he
the
puts it
one
in his
time.
back
That was-
pocket.
That was great.
Tiggs, last thing I think you have to talk about. I think you skipped something.
Would you
I think the All-Star rosters were
announce?
released. The starting rosters.
You know how to do split screen on your iPad, or do you need to walk you through that
You have
again?
You'll-
Did they release the NL?
Did they release it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sent it to you.
Oh,
Live
Okay,
action.
well, live action here. Let's pull it up.
Have
Cut.
some more fucking excitement. Dill's
There's no Pirates starting.
future Pirate Vlad Jr.
I mean, I would gladly be glad you.
AL All-Stars announced.
Okay, here we go. Here
Oh,
we go.
Dylan, try to contain yourself here. Adley Rutschman,
It doesn't matter. It's literally an all-star game. It literally means nothing.
Vlad Jr.,
Okay. Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, that's
Jose Altuve,
Boo.
I don't understand how he's
Jose
starting.
Ramirez,
Okay.
Gunnar,
Oh.
Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, hit the Quan, and Jordan at DH. And then
Yeah,
we
Dill, hit
got for the
Hit
NL
it, Dill.
here,
Hit it.
Oh,
Go ahead.
William Contreras, not Wilson. He sucks.
both suck.
They're both.
they're both pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bryce Harper, Cattell
He's hurt.
Marte, Alec Boehm, Trey Turner, Christian Yelich,
So the Phillies infield.
Jerkson Profar, Tatis Jr., and Otani.
Yeah.
What
So,
I
so
hear
the
is
AL,
AL by 10.
the AL is gonna
Absolutely.
smoke the NL.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Okay.
So I think that covers baseball.
I mean,
You got a deer in your backyard.
Is it the baby deer because Courtney's about to go nuts?
No.
on us?
no.
Damn. Don't tell her.
I'm excited for the All-Star game. Not really, because I can care less.
I'm not. I can
No,
care
I
less
love
too.
All-Star Weekend, though.
You know what
Right.
I'm excited for?
The Home Run Derby. Celebrity All-Star game?
No,
That's always a good
the
one.
Home Run Derby.
Did they announce who's all in it yet?
No.
I know Gunner's in it.
Just
Yeah.
Gunner.
I know that Otani's not.
I would assume. Did Vlad do one yet?
Yes.
He did last year,
Yeah,
right?
Vlad won last year. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
that,
He's done
that was my
two.
hot take, and I got it right.
Yeah, Dill's hot take this year. He's gonna be
They
like,
changed the rules, too. I don't know what
he's
they
gonna be
are.
like
but
Gunner.
I hope the Cruz never goes to the Home Run Derby. Just I'm talking about O'Neal Cruz. Just for the sole fact of
No, I want him there.
what
I want to see him hit a ball 550
it would be sick to
feet.
watch, but I just get PTSD from Josh Bell.
Okay, and Pedro Alvarez and McCutcheon. But who
Jason
cares?
Bay hit 0.
I get too much. We should get Riley Telez in the Home Run Derby.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Dude's 2 for 2. He'll be hitting fucking singles whole derby.
Was
That's my slapstick hitter.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
were
You
saying-
can't. You literally
you
can't
were
make that up.
saying?
You literally can't make that up. Riley Telez just homered in the game. Book him to the Home Run Derby. That's my fucking all-star reserve first baseman right there. Fuck Connor Joe. Riley Telez.
was that last year? Hold on, Dill. Was that last year that a kid got absolutely blasted in the head?
in the outfield?
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
so.
he got absolutely
He got
smoked.
crushed.
Yes. Side note, I hope everyone's windows are up because it's about to fucking piss down outside, by the way.
Yeah.
It was too hot to have them down.
No, it wasn't. It's never too hot to ride with the windows down. You ride windows and AC. Zach knows what's up.
It was too hot for Windows and AC. Windows and AC is like 80 degrees.
Yeah, it takes. There's only like 95.
90 is too much.
All right, did you
anyways,
find?
just Gunner so far,
All right.
and it's a week out.
And Rowdy. I just broke that.
Damn! Breaking news from Ian's cast.
We'll move on here to UFC. Did you guys watch 303? I know Dylan did.
I watched the main event. I was there.
I saw the last of them.
All right. So I'll cover some of the prelims here. I talked about it. There was a lot of Contender Series guys. What?
Man went out for another curtain
Oh.
call.
There was a lot of Contender Series guys that are fucking dogs that fought. Oliveira was one of them. He opened the night, I believe, on the prelims. He won via decision. Karate Hottie, she lost. She retired. I think that it was her best decision to retire because she was probably going to get cut.
Yeah, don't know who that is.
You know the Karate Hottie?
No.
Michelle Watterson. That's who she lost.
What?
Who's the karate hottie?
I forget what her name is right now. Anyways, neither here nor there. She's done. See you later.
Isn't it Michelle Watterson?
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I just said. And you said what? And I was like, maybe it's not.
Peyton Talbot is a Jesus Christ. He had 19 seconds. Sorry, knockout. He smoked the dude, and the dude just literally fell like a fucking set of dominoes. One punch. What a right, I believe.
What
Smoked him? Like literally.
weight
Like,
class is he?
He picked him up after he KO'd him.
he said, "Get over here."
I want to say welterweight for some reason, but I don't quote me on
Go to
that.
sleep.
But then he got on top and pounded his face in.
That's a boring class now.
He's an animal. He's a name to watch out for in the next 2 years.
Talbot.
Peyton Talbot. Remember that name. Future
That's
UFC
Max's
champ.
brother.
Yeah, Mad Max. Maxine.
Andrew Feely won via decision over Cub Swanson. That fight was, it
Yeah.
was all right. And then to round off the prelims, another Dana White contender series
Another whack in the head was it.
dog, Joe Pyfer. You put Joe Pyfer up on that list of dudes who I would not fuck with.
I feel like we need an actual list. Like we need to put a list out
Steve,
for the
we're gonna need a
followers.
list here. Real
Yeah,
fucking
Steve,
quick.
get
Okay,
on it.
Listen, we need.
Steve,
won,
not Doering.
He won by knockout minute 25.
That's good.
Yeah, he
Shouldn't have
is.
been standing there.
He's insane.
Okay.
He fought Jack Hermanson his last fight. It was his first real test. He lost, and he even said Joe Rogan interviewed him after the fight. He was like, "I didn't show up, didn't have my best performance, last fight, but I'm here." Jack Hermanson's not a bad guy to lose to either. So
I don't know who that is.
thanks for coming. Moving on to the main card here, we had 5 total fights get rescheduled or canceled. 5. The co-main event got changed 4 times. First, it was Roundtree with his PEDs, and then it was Jamal Hill and I believe Carlos Oldberg,
Okay.
and then that got canceled. And then Anthony Smith was supposed to fight Carlos Oldberg. That got canceled, and then he ended up fighting. And we'll cover that. Ian Gary fought MVP. It was a boring fight.
It really
Well,
was. We thought it was gonna be
TV
decent.
sport.
Yeah. So I said that fight either could have been really fucking good or really fucking boring. And
Yeah.
that wasn't the type of boring I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of like MVP. I'll demonstrate.
Here we go. This is what we live for.
MVP got Legas. Right? And then Ian Gary the whole time just got Legas.
That's pretty good.
My mic wasn't on,
We
but I
got
could be in the UFC.
Crack counter on that.
What?
How many times his ankle just cracked?
But the fight definitely wasn't. I didn't think it was going to go that way. So Ian Gary trains with Oliveira in Brazil. Did not know that.
Okay.
So he has been working on his ground game a lot. He won via decision, which I wouldn't have been surprised if it ended up in a draw. Just wasn't. It could have been really fucking good, but whatever. Got on the fight that I wasn't looking forward to, and I should have been looking forward to this. Bueno Silva versus Chiasson. There was a nasty elbow that Macy landed in
that was
the
nasty. It was real nasty.
second round, I believe.
Yes.
And did you guys see the cut on her fucking head?
Yeah, it was about the size of Grand Canyon.
Yeah, and when Macy, as soon as she connected with it and she saw the blood, she literally just started smiling.
She knew.
She's a sick bastard. Like, you talk about a shark seeing blood, like, she literally cut her open, clean fucking elbow.
It was beautiful.
And that shit was fucking dripping.
Dripping.
Her hair was red.
It was a fucking pool.
But
Could have went swimming in the fucking
so
mat.
the dogs came in, obviously looked at the cut, they called it. Bueno Silva literally walked to the middle of the ring and wanted to continue to fight.
Give her credit. She probably didn't feel a thing, by the way. She's probably all
I
like
mean,
adrenaline and
You also don't see it. Like, you don't see how bad it is.
yeah.
But, I mean,
You don't see that you can stick your whole finger in it. Just
Ugh.
that's gross. So that was kind of disgusting.
Yeah, that was a little gross.
Talk about a fight that I didn't really pay attention much to. Anthony Smith loses via decision with the fourth fight that was rescheduled to Roman Dolidze. And moving on to our co-main event, our fifth fight of the night that was rescheduled / canceled. Big whirlwind of changes in this fight. Okay, we'll go back to Saturday about 3 a.m. That's where we'll start.
I was sleeping.
Me too.
Okay.
You know who wasn't sleeping? Brian Ortega. So Ortega did come out today and release a statement. He took this fight on 15 days' notice. He was 171 pounds. He could not get past 151. He was sick, like dehydrated, like physically sick.
Well, hold on. I mean, I wonder why he went from 171 to 155.
151.
Oh, 175 to 151.
171 to 151.
We got there.
So
We got there. 20 pounds.
and
That was like,
and
I'm with
he-
you.
20 pounds in a few days.
15.
11 days.
11 days, which is
15 days.
not good, but continue.
So that's where it started. He said he wasn't going to make 145, so that's when they called Diego Lopez's team and said he wasn't going to make 155. Or sorry, 145.
Mm-hmm.
So then they were like, let's fight at 150. Ortega was like, no, 155 for a catch weight.
Yeah.
Whatever. That happened. So, like I said last podcast, Ortega mentioned he was moving up after this fight regardless. He was
Yeah.
done fighting at 145. He was moving up to 55. Going from there, so Ortega withdraws for illness.
Mm-hmm.
He said that in the back, he thought that, like, he went for, like, he said he wasn't sleeping. Like, he went for weigh-ins, took a nap till, like, 1 p.m., like, couldn't, like, stand to piss. He literally says, like, I couldn't stand to use the restroom.
Interesting.
Like, he was that, like, fucked up. I don't know if it was, like, because of all the weight cut or what it was, but Diego Lopez got a fucking massive payday. Dana White 100% hooked him up for all the shit that he went through, taking a fight on short notice,
Telling
then-
him he would move up.
and then saying that it was a 155 catch weight. And then in steps Danny Ige out of fucking left
Okay.
field, 3 hours notice.
yeah.
He's like, I'm here. He's like, I'm ready to fight.
He's like, I'm in Vegas somewhere. I was at Caesar's
he
Palace.
lives there.
I was at Caesar's Palace throwing 100 on black, and I got the call. and
He's
I
like,
had to leave.
I'm ready. He literally texted Hunter and Dana and was like,
Let's go.
if you guys want it, like I'm here, I'll step in 3 hours notice. And that fucking Volk was probably sitting there shitting his pants because now he's gonna have to step in on 3 hours notice and fight somebody.
He's got stepping on 2 hours notice.
Right.
He's got to be in the stands and come running out just straight to the ring.
So that fight ended up being a catchweight of 165. So they both weighed in. That's why Diego Lopez 100% got a fucking massive extra bonus payday.
Yeah.
From going to fight from 145 to 155 to 165. Moral of the story is Diego Lopez still won via decision. He's an animal. I love Diego Lopez.
Diego's nice.
He is nice.
Probably a nice guy too. Probably,
Yeah, he's probably a real nice guy.
Yeah.
Could be.
You got that fucking rat tail hanging out the back. You got it
Yeah.
hanging out the front. You got it hanging out
He'll
the back.
shake your hand and then he'll fucking hit you with an elbow and then he'll keep it moving.
But yeah, Danny Ige is still a badass. This doesn't by any means like take anything away from him. It just increases his
Oh, I mean, if he were to win, that'd be absolutely insane.
100%.
Also, it wouldn't like if Lopez lost, it wouldn't still look bad on
Correct.
Lopez, right? Like that's
Either-
a win-win for
either-
either of them.
Correct.
At
Either
any-
one of these guys, like at the end of the fight, they like Diego Lopez went over and like walked around like
I saw
over
that.
there.
Yeah, like that's so much respect.
like
to
Danny Ige is a badass for doing that on 3 hours
I could
notice.
take him.
Right.
Give me. Speaking of that, speaking of taking someone, did you see Sean Strickland beat the living shit out of someone?
No, I missed
He was
that.
sparring with like a Marine or like an ex-Marine who thought he could like spar with Strickland, and Strickland just like hit him with a right hook, moving around, kicking him, and this dude's like sweating, like running, and Strickland just like breathing easy. And, like it was funny.
And then moving on to the main event, Alex Pereira versus Yuri Part 2. Yeah, fight was all right. Actually, just kidding. So Yuri got knocked into the first round, saved by the bell. He stood up and didn't think the round was over. He was like, he stood up and he was like, come on. He's like, he didn't know the fucking round was over. And as soon as that happened, I was like, this fight ain't lasting much longer. 13 seconds into round number 2. Beautiful head kick. Good night.
Yep.
Went to sleep. I think it should have been called when he hit the mat. But whatever.
I think it was Herb Dean. I think Herb Dean tried to call it, and then I think he realized that like Yuri was still somewhat in it, and he's like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna let it go.
Because
Herb
Yuri
Dean
was
also has the
trying
best
to
offensive
defend
stuff.
himself.
Herb Dean has just let some people kill each other.
So
Great.
Pereira's team saw in warm-ups in the back that when Yuri was warming up, every time he checks a leg kick,
Yeah.
he drops his hands.
So
So
he hit him with a
His
fake
team
leg.
like posted on Instagram.
yeah, they posted him warming up in the back, and they showed it on the UFC too.
Yeah, like
of
you
him
do,
like warming up, and every time he would
he would just
he would
throw
go
his
like
hands
this, and every time his hands went down.
down. So
So
fake
Pereira
leg.
didn't throw a single head kick I don't believe in the first round. Came out 13 seconds and said, "How you doing?"
Said, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not wasting
He
any
said,
time.
"Here, I'm gonna
You
put
know
my
he's-
toes sideways on your forehead."
Yeah. He
And
said,
then-
I want to go the fuck home.
And then he
But
kicks him.
shout
and
out,
then,
shout out to Pereira because he was like after Yuri got knocked out and he stood up, tried to
What?
see if Yuri was okay,
Yeah.
and Yuri was standing up and he like clearly wasn't able.
I
to stand
cannot
up.
believe they stood him up.
Dude, they do
Did
that
you see when he-
every time.
he was
stood
hitting
up-
the stanky leg.
Yeah, he really was. He looked like he was one of those fucking blow up things outside of a car dealership.
I still like. There's got to be a reason to why they try to make these guys stand up. Like
I think
it's
if you,
every time.
if you get knocked out, never, ever
set him up,
Sit him up.
set him up, but don't try and hold because that's how
He
you
probably
like,
saw
tear
Jesus when he stood up.
Yeah,
But
he got up.
Pereira-
He's like, "What the?"
But twice Pereira tried to go over and like make sure he was okay. Like
Yeah.
he was like legitimately like concerned
Yeah.
for him,
Oh yeah,
and they were just like,
He's fine.
just
I
go
mean, he's
away.
not fine, but
yeah. They were like, "He don't even know your fucking name right now." So
So my question to you guys is, what's next? Because Pereira has.
John Jones.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
yeah,
I
was
wish
gonna
it would
say,
happen.
there's
Well, now the
no
bus
way.
is
So they
broke.
so they did come out.
Have him
with-
fight one of the Paul brothers.
Please, both of them at the same time. Handicap match. So they did come out with potential odds for a John Jones fight. Did you guys see what the odds were for that fight?
No,
potential like
Like if they were to fight, the opening odds.
probably.
Did you see it? It's my question.
No, I did not.
Did you see it?
No.
All right, take your guess. Opening odds for Pereira versus John Jones.
I wouldn't even know where to put it.
That's why I'm asking.
I would,
Wait, you're saying that it happens?
like I need to hear somebody.
Yeah.
I need to hear somebody else's line before I make.
I'm
mine.
saying
Well, no, because there's another one I'm going to ask too. But since
plus 5,000.
no, I don't know. I know the winner of the minus odds. I don't know the plus.
Oh, I'm gonna say.
Oh, are
I'm
you
gonna
just
say,
saying guess the minus odds?
Yeah.
Yes.
And who the minus odds for?
Correct.
Minus 185, John Jones.
I would say
Okay.
minus 175.
No, that's why I asked if
Or
it's
minus
happening.
175.
I thought you were asking.
No,
about
it's
Pareto.
not. It's not happening. They came out and they did like realistic fights. They had 2 fights.
It was like
if
Oh,
Pereira,
it's a
okay,
scenario.
okay, now
It's
okay.
a
You
what
should have
if.
said that to begin with.
if
Yeah,
Pereira-
exactly.
I thought you were
Pereira-
just at like odds on next opponent.
No,
No.
if they fought.
it's a what if. I'm saying Pareto minus 170.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like minus 100.
For who?
For who?
Well, minus
Yeah,
one,
I'm saying
minus
even.
100 is even.
Minus
money.
100.
You guys want to
even.
hear what it was?
Yeah.
Minus 800 for John Jones.
I don't
No.
think it needs to be 800.
Who wrote that? I'm gonna need a name. I'm gonna need their
I was like,
newsletter.
Jones better be in the best goddamn shape of his life if he's minus 800.
All he has to do is fucking take him down.
That's
All he
true.
has to do. And then the other one, I believe, was Tom Aspinall. And if you guys want to take guesses out, I'd rather me just to say what it was.
Aspinall and Pareto. Well, I know Aspinall is not going to fight John Jones. You already said that, but
Minus 500.
For Pereira,
No.
Pereira is definitely minus. Like
Minus
I
2,000.
was gonna.
Aspinall was minus 400.
There it is. If they had Jones,
I don't care if Pereira is not a heavyweight. Like, there's no way.
So he weighed in at whatever it was, 204, let's call it.
Yeah.
He weighed 228 fight night.
That's
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I know.
Erie,
that's how-
Erie 100% does. They all do.
I know it's how it is, but like,
Like Diego,
Why even weigh in?
Lopez weighed in at 161 for that fight.
yeah, and it was what? It was supposed to be
165.
It was supposed to be
150.
145.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
161. So
He
like,
weighed in at 161.
everyone's always 10 pounds heavier,
that's
at
20.
least. But like, what's the point of even weighing in then, right? I think weigh-in should be like when Lopez weighed in to fight Dan was like 3 hours prior. I
Yeah.
think that's like a good time.
Yeah, but you need time for your body to recover from a cut, though. It's
Yeah.
not healthy to cut and then go out and fight right away because you're so dehydrated.
Yeah. Also, I guess like if you don't make weight 3 hours prior to the event, you're like
Yeah.
it's for scheduling. So it's just how it is.
But I still to this day think that John Jones fights Stipe, Madison Square Garden, and then rides off to the sun.
Who?
Right. Who?
Mipe?
Stipe has
Miocic?
0 wins against any active fighter in heavyweight.
Really?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
His last one just like retired or something.
That cannot be Jones's last fight.
He
He has to go out on a banger.
If he, which he will, 100% piece up Stipe, I could potentially see it as a money fight. But then you get into the argument of if Jones loses, then it's like there goes like your
All
GOAT
these-
status, right?
Yeah.
Because it's either him or Khabib. That's always a conversation. So I mean, we'll see. Last thing I have to talk. Actually, 2 more things. UFC 305 is now official main event. Izzy versus Duplessis.
That's gonna be ugly.
Yes.
They're gonna beat the absolute living shit out
Can we
of
watch
each other.
that one together? I
They had-
promise
they had
I
their-
won't fall asleep. That one.
They had their standoff yesterday.
What's
Yeah, I saw.
305 is September?
303.
Is that when we were in Florida?
No, wait. When are we in Florida? What's in Florida? What's in September?
Steeler game.
There's a fight.
Thanks.
There's a fight while we're in Florida.
No, look it up.
It's in Miami. We're going.
Right.
UFC 306.
That's what it is.
Boo.
Yep, UFC 306 is
So-
September 14th.
So 305's in.
That's at the Sphere.
That'd be sick.
So
Me.
we'll be on a plane
Coming back.
coming home at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we'll land here and we'll
And
watch
we'll watch
Conor McGregor fight at the Sphere.
That's fine.
Yeah, August 17th
For what?
for 305.
Oh, I'll be in fucking
Where?
I'll
New
be in
York?
no, I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, that sounds like a problem.
Last thing I want to talk about
I'm gonna
is
watch it right on fucking TV. I don't even care.
The Ultimate Fighter last night. Dana White said it was the best fight he's ever seen on The Ultimate Fighter.
Was
like-
that good?
It was a very good fight. The both of them just stand and banged, and the one dude just got his face beat in so badly. It was unanimous. They only fight 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Third round's for if it's tied after 2.
Okay.
For
And
fun.
Dana
fun,
White
yeah.
has never came into the ring after a Ultimate Fighter fight and like shook both of their hands ever.
Really?
In the 30, I think this is 32nd season, the 32 seasons, he said he's never seen a fight that good that he physically came into the ring to congratulate both of them.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Does that mean they're pretty good, I guess?
I guess, yeah.
I guess. I mean,
That's
Not
all I got.
bad.
That's all. I got.
oh, that's it? Damn. Okay.
That's all I got for today.
Are we talking about Olympics? No, you're right. We're not.
Not yet.
Next pod.
Next pod.
I can't fucking wait.
I keep saying I gotta do research. I still have yet to do
I'm not
any
gonna
research.
lie. I already bought a shirt to wear for that pod.
I might
has-
wear my Speedo.
That has in a. I hope you do. That has a U.S. Olympian.
From now on, each pod going out, less and less clothing.
If it's not Katie Ledecky, I'm not showing up to that one.
It
Tigs,
is
what you
not.
got
It
over
is
there?
not
Show
Katie
your gliders.
Ledecky.
Yeah.
Is that wintergreen?
Yeah.
That's fucking foul.
Katie Ledecky is sick though.
Sixes?
She is sick.
No.
Fuck Tigs.
It's not her though.
Okay, it better be a.
Anyways, the two of you can talk about this later.
Fuck.
It's
there?
it's track and field superstar.
Usain Bolt?
No,
That's Jamaica's, but
That's track and field, buddy.
we got to represent Team USA,
Well,
and it's
track
not
and
Noah
field.
Lyles because I'm not a fan of his.
Oh.
Great.
There we go.
Well,
All
shit.
star.
You got
Anyways, moving on from the Olympics, I guess
got
we
any-
could. I
is
guess we
anything-
could cover the NHL.
anything fun happen?
I don't think
I
anything
know we're not
really-
in the season, but like.
Wake
anything-
me up when Lesnar comes out.
All right.
I would say
Lesnar's coming out.
some stuff has happened. Last pod, I think we were watching Game 6.
I hope he gets fucking. pumped.
Stanley Cup Final went to 7 games. I think when it first started and Florida was steamrolling them, we were like, "Great, this is gonna fucking suck." And then it turned out not to suck. But in the final game, McDavid and Leon were shut down. A lot of shit happened in the third period. Like, Forsling had a game-saving save on McDavid with 7 minutes left, and like I don't know if anybody saw, he commented on it, and he was like, "I was just happy I got there." That was it. I was like, "Yeah, buddy, you pretty much saved the game for your team." Reinhardt finally scored. He had
Was that after? That was right after Forsling saved the game, because we were here watching the game and Forsling made that like game-saving save.
yeah, and I was like,
And I was like, you have to score on this rush.
yeah, Reinhardt came
Reinhardt
all,
comes
come
down.
all the way down and scored.
Shorts at shoot side.
What? What?
He sharded at shoot side.
Absolute malfunction over here.
Shot it short side.
There we go.
It was
Say
kind
that
of
10
I
times
still
fast.
can't say that. Yeah, you go ahead, Tridell.
Shot it short side.
All right,
Shot
you
it
said
short
it
side.
about as slow as a fucking turtle. over
Shot
there.
it short side.
Yeah, say that 3 times now.
Shot
Tigs.
it short side. Shot it short side. Shot it short side.
Yeah, there's too many shit in there.
Yeah, at least I
I
didn't
think
shard
the-
it.
I
Short
shorted once.
side.
Speaking of hockey, backstory for my sharding
my
experience.
God, here we
We're
go.
playing hallway hockey in Slippery Rock.
You know where this is going?
Yeah,
We had a
side.
laundry basket, normal size laundry basket, right, with a tennis ball. I made this sick cross crease save, shit myself, and then about 5 minutes later, him and Bozo the clown that's not here right now put their stick into a wall.
I don't even know what Corey did, but he made me mad, and then I just went up and like
He
I
fucking hit him in a
cross-checked
corner.
him, and then the stick went through the wall.
Nothing beats a ketchup packet.
Yeah, we retained our security deposit somehow.
No, this ketchup pack. All right, so we'll just tell one more college story here. So, me and Tiggs, we always left our door open. Always.
That's wild to me still. But anyways,
And apparently somebody put a ketchup packet in front of this girl's door that no one really liked. And I guess somebody stepped on it and it splattered all over their door. We hear a knock on the
No,
door.
it was all over the hallway.
She's like, "Boys." I'm like, "Yeah, Christina." She's like, "Did one of you guys splatter a ketchup packet on our door?" And I was like, "Wasn't us." Really wasn't us this time.
truly, usually it is. Usually it's you guys.
That's all. Continue.
Yeah, so Florida won in 7 games. They won that game strictly off their defense and Bobrovsky. That was all that was. It was like a master class on how to play defense
Maybe we should take
in the
notes.
most chaotic way possible. Like they were just diving and hoping to get in front of the Bucs. Then they did win. Paul Marie said afterwards, I don't know if it was at the parade or it was at his press conference right after they won, but he won his first cup. There was a lot of coaches and players like congratulating him. He seems to be like one of those guys that is universally appreciated as a coach. But his quote was, "You don't win the cup, you share it." I thought that was like a sick quote.
Was that him or their GM after the game that was talking about? Or no, that wasn't them. That was Mark Messier and Subban after the game talking about that Florida isn't a like group of hockey players; they're a family.
Yeah.
Which I think is also like you go through 10 months of hockey.
Yeah.
And like you're such a tight knit group of guys that you're not a team at that point. You're not brothers. You're family.
Yeah, I think I liked Florida at the start of the season. I picked them to win. Granted, I didn't think it was going 7, but I picked them to win, so I was happy for them. There's just a lot of guys on their team that like you want to see win. Like
Kyle Posa.
yeah, him. I'm not a big Ekman Larson guy, but like congratulations to him. But like they had like Lomberg, seeing Tarasenko get a second one after like he kind of like the Blues were pretty much just like it was like Andy giving up fucking Woody. He was like, I'm too old for you. And then he got thrown to the side, and he hasn't been doing shit. He gets traded there. He like looks in like he's involved. Makachuk, big fan of his.
So is Mike Tigs.
Yeah, Barkov. Like to see those guys. Huberto's probably kicking himself, but like to see and Bob Roski getting his like, and that was who Barkov handed it to first. Like it was just really. It's always
Bubtitsky.
cool. Huh?
Bubtitsky.
Yeah. It's always cool to see guys that haven't won it to finally have it, but no one is topping when Ray Bork got it. Like I think that's
I was there.
right.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Connor McDavid won the Conn Smythe. There was a lot of people that were really pissed off about that.
They'll get over it.
I just think it's stupid
What, the Conn Smythe Trophy?
to hand it out to the loser.
Well, it's the reason. I understand the reasoning, and Trav said it when he was sitting here. Like, it's not just the Finals MVP.
Yeah.
If they want a Finals MVP, they need to have a separate Finals MVP. It's the whole playoffs, and for the whole playoffs, he was. I mean, he broke a Gretzky record.
Except for the final 2 games.
Yeah, the final 2 games, he was
Not the whole playoffs.
fucking invisible. But, I mean, if he didn't play the way he did in Game 4 and 5, they wouldn't have made it to 7. So, I mean, Florida's fans saying "fuck you," I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I understand you want Bob to win it, but
He wasn't going to.
no, Barkov got more votes than he did. So, sick hot take. I would say congratulations to him, but if I was him, I'd be pretty pissed off. Like you were within a goal of winning.
His post game interview when they interviewed him, he was just like, "Yeah, we just didn't play well."
Yeah, I mean, I know it's sports and it's media, but like, do you really got to interview these guys?
100%.
I know it's part of their, but like, I'd be the same way. I'm like, yeah, what, yep, no, can you get out? Yep, no, done. See ya.
I mean, it's going to be crazy when he wins one here, so.
Yeah.
Right.
When he wins ones this year,
No, when he wins
He
it
wins
here.
one here in Pittsburgh.
as a member of the Oilers, because he ain't winning one as a member of the Penguins. I don't know about that.
The last thing I wanted to mention about the Game 7, did anybody see RA get pigeon tossed by the Kachucks and Sean Thornton?
I couldn't tell you who R.A. Pigeon even is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not RA Pigeon.
RA.
RA is on Spittin' Chicklets.
Oh, that's
He
why I
was
don't
so
watch
he
it.
was like
He's
cheering for Edmonton every time they
He's
scored.
a childhood friend of the Kachuk family.
And
Okay.
Keith Kachuk literally turned around because he went to go hug him,
Yeah.
and he was like, basically didn't say
Told him,
"fuck you."
Fuck off.
Yeah,
I was
he was
so
basically
confused
like,
because
fuck
I
off.
was like, Sean Thornton is not playing hockey
No,
anymore.
he's like, I don't know what position he holds with the Panthers, but like he found him first, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing down here?"
Yeah, they were legit like serious. They're like, you were cheering for the Oilers, like
Yeah.
like you're
get the fuck out of here.
yeah, like
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing here? No,
And-
who the fuck invited you down the ice?
They were on Spittin' Chicklets, and he was talking about it, and he was like, I was just doing my fucking job. I got text messages from the Kachuk family of, like, saying how embarrassing it was that they acted like that. And in my head, I'm like, if I was, like, childhood friends with somebody, like, that would be like Vinny, right?
Yeah.
If I'm competing against somebody, Vinny cheering for the other dude, I'd be like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it's kind of cheesy and corny.
I just don't think, like,
Downright disrespectful.
if
too.
you're friends with somebody, like, I'm never cheering against my friends. Like, I want
Oh,
my friends
damn,
and family.
fucking hate to say
Damn,
this.
you guys don't cheer against me.
Yeah, it was just,
Damn.
I don't know. I didn't.
It shattered.
I just thought it was funny, and people were like, "Fuck him!" Like all online. I was like,
It is what it is.
"Yeah." But moving on, we had the draft. Celebrini goes first. I don't really think that was contested at all.
It wasn't closely contested at all.
No.
We haven't had a number one pick contested in a while, have we?
No, but the thing with like this year's draft is there were not like I feel like in previous years' draft like there was like he was a clear cut one. But
Same with last year, yeah.
Bedard was a
Who?
clear cut
McDavid.
one.
Don't know
But
those
like
guys.
people were talking about Celebrini like he's to be the next McDavid and Sid. I'm like, we just had one of those. Like
I
you
don't
don't
think
Yeah,
he's
you
there.
just because you're the number one pick doesn't mean you're
you don't
a-
remember when
a
everyone
generational player.
right, everyone was real high on Nail Yakupov.
I was
Where
gonna
the
say the same
fuck is
thing.
he at now? Like
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, is he gonna be like a Nail or what's the other guy for the Oilers? Yamamoto.
Yamamoto.
Lafreniere still has time. He's still young.
And he stepped up a little bit more last year.
scored
You know who
20 goals.
sucks? Kako. He blows.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think that I think he's gonna be really, really good. I just don't think I feel like it's this thing in sports, and we do it all the time, where there's a really good player, and there's no distinction of it used to be really good, great, excellent, generational.
yeah.
Now it's you're really good, but because you're first, you're generational.
Like
it's not
Caleb
how-
Williams.
Right.
It's not how it works.
You're not.
It's not how it works.
You're not gonna come out and you're not people compare Caleb Williams to Tom Brady. What fucking planet are you
I think it's also the media. Like, they just everything's for clicks, right? Like,
Yes.
you just go out. We're not like that. We don't do clicks around here. We keep it 100% stack, right?
Right.
I mean, at least
Except
we
our
try.
first professional athlete. That was clickbait.
That was
not bait. That was facts.
you know how many texts I got? There's who is it? I'm like, watch the episode.
Yeah, right. And we're not giving out free answers. Like,
Shout out Trav.
We had it, and I used my abilities.
Yeah.
Or Steve.
And
I should
then,
say.
did
Sorry.
anybody see the clip of the Ducks pick, the third pick overall? I think his name's Beckett Sinek. I don't know how to say his last. It's like
Sinecki.
He looked at his family and he word for word he goes, "Holy fuck!"
Was he the one that didn't know he was getting picked there?
Yeah, because people had him projected at 10.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch anything about the draft.
Um,
Care less.
I was at a rehearsal dinner and they had it on in the
And
restaurant.
you're like, Zach, can you walk down the aisle? No, I'm watching the
Yeah,
game.
I'm like,
over
no, I'm
there."
doing market research. I thought that was really funny. He was the whole time he's just like,
Me?
yeah.
Me?
He's like, they talking about my.
You sure?
Me? Are you sure?
Utah took a Ginless kid. He's
Tish.
sick. He's
That's
sick.
me.
He's also
Tish?
Yeah.
he's also wearing number 12 at their camp right now.
I saw that.
That kid's gonna be sick. He's gross.
I hope so.
I'm a real big fan of his.
I mean, I'm gonna buy his jersey and I'm gonna put
Yeah.
them both because I have your own. So I put it next to.
I'm definitely getting his Young Guns.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't already buy one. Surprised you didn't print one yourself.
Right. And then they also took Cole. I think it's Bodon or Bodin. I don't know how to. I don't know how to
Bodoin.
Yeah, but he's a really
Badoin.
solid two-way player. A lot of
Doing.
people, a lot of people comparing him to Barkov and Kopitar. So we'll see how well that works out for them.
Okay.
Pens took Bernicki and Howe. They both have a lot
With
of
what, our
upside.
third round
No,
pick?
2 seconds.
Is that Gordie Howe's son?
Yeah.
Is it really?
No.
Tigs do the honors.
I got it.
Both of them have a huge upside. Bernicki's just starting to put it all together. That's what a lot of the scouts are saying. So if he continues to do that, they think he's going to be a real big contributor to the team. A lot of people like them both. So we'll see how they progress. There's not a lot. This draft class in the NHL draft is super hard to just fucking pick dudes out of because you could have 7th rounders becoming all-stars.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's the same way in baseball, right? I feel like
Yeah.
there's first rounders and then there's 6th rounders that are decent. You know, I think
Or
they're-
64th rounders.
who's the 64th rounder?
I don't know, baseball got
That's
about
how-
47
Yeah,
rounds.
that's about
Yeah.
how many rounds
yeah,
baseball
true.
has.
Oh, you
so.
can't forget about the Rule 5 draft and the supplemental draft,
right.
and then
International
and then
draft.
the secondary international overseas draft.
But we moved right from the draft right into free agency, and oh boy, was it a busy day.
Over $1 billion.
Yeah, wake
Yeah.
me up on last
Day one was over $1 billion in signings.
Yeah, it was the first
Yeah.
time ever.
Yeah.
So, Boston got Lindholm and Zadorov. I don't know if anybody saw Zadorov's quote, but he was like, "My team's calling me Big Z,"
Don't
but
call me Big
he's
Z.
like, "Please do not call me that."
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. I've always been a real big fan of his. He just beats the shit out of people. I wish the Penguins would have got him. I think he'll fit into Boston very, very nicely. The Canes, they re-signed Marty, and they did sign Ghost, and Jarvis is still pending as a RFA. Everybody knew this year it was either cup or bust for the Canes last year, and half their team left. So
Yeah. See you later.
I'm interested to see how they fill the role or the void that those players left. Next, we had Chicago. TiVo came back. he's been gone for a long time.
I was gonna say it's been a while.
Yeah, and they got Tyler Bertuzzi. I don't understand that
Yeah,
signing.
to protect fucking Bedard probably.
Yeah, but they got him at $4.5 million a
That's
year.
expensive.
Like that's expensive for a fucking security blanket.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still younger.
I guess
I thought he was always like
Mm,
he's got to be
He's
like
like
30.
late 20s.
he's late 20s.
Oh. It's probably the teeth that makes
And
him
then
look older.
they signed
What
a
teeth?
handful of vets. They got Patty Maroon, Craig Smith, Alec Martinez, and Brody.
Yeah, that's definitely a handful of vets.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Craig Smith is still kicking, I guess.
he was really good a few years ago. I don't know what the fuck he's doing now. Maroon, he's bounced around the last few years.
Brody.
Martinez is getting towards the end of his. I could see them putting him with Seth Jones to help him out a little bit.
And then ship him off on his way into the sunset.
Yeah, ship Seth Jones. That is.
That's what I mean. Yes, that sounds yeah.
The Avs are fucked. That's.
Did they sign anybody?
No, they don't have any cap to. They re-signed
Speaking of cap,
They re-signed Middlestat.
speaking of cap, Washington's 13 mil over the cap hit right now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They're 102 mil in cap.
Yeah.
How?
Ovi's retiring.
Might as well. He said, "Fuck the record."
Yeah, he's like, I don't want it anymore. The Blue Jackets, they reunited Johnny Hockey and Monahan. I'm interested to see what that looks like. They got Monahan for 5 years.
They're probably going to look like the Blue Jackets.
Yeah, they're still gonna
Yeah.
be ass.
I don't know if I like that for 5 years though.
I don't. He had a really, really good season with the Canadians last year.
You know what he had? He had a really good season with Calgary, and I traded him and a second for Matthews and a sixth after Matthews' rookie year. Yeah. Shout out Tonk. Get fucked.
Next we had the Oilers. They reloaded their entire forwards group. Like their forward depth is probably the best depth in the league right now.
I think it's okay.
They got it for all under like 11 mil.
Arvidsson.
Yep, stud. That dude's a stud.
Who else?
I just saw it the other
I
day.
can't believe you. This is
Corey
your notes.
Perry.
He doesn't count.
He's ass.
Exactly. Next.
Still forward.
Surprised he didn't have his.
They
name
re-signed Yarn Krok, and he scored.
down.
I think
Jan Crook.
however the fuck you say it.
Yarn. Bally Yarn.
He scored, I think, in the game 7. I think he was the guy that had the breakaway that scored.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, for his first goal since he played with Nashville.
You know what they're not going to have money to do is fucking
Get a
re-sign
fucking
Leon
goalie.
next year.
Who?
Leon.
Oh, we.
He's a free agent next
he's,
year.
He's walking. I mean,
So
he's still-
they got Henrique's coming back, Janmark's coming back, Brown's coming back,
Yep.
Arvidsson and Skinner for $7 million combined.
Yeah,
Jeff Skinner, I
That
forgot about
Skinner's
that.
nasty.
Yeah, and then the
Should've
goalie
been
that
a
they
big
actually
one.
drafted is like real
Tiggs
sick.
Tiggs would have passed away, went to heaven, and came
I
back.
would
We
have
would've signed
immediately
Jeff
bought
Skinner.
his jersey.
Tiggs is the biggest Jeff Skinner dick rider I've ever met.
I saw.
And I think this all started from like Hut in
It
like
did.
2014.
It literally did.
He I
Dude
saw a
was
stat.
nasty on Hut.
There's a stat today. It said since 2010, he has the second most 5-on-5 goals behind Ovechkin.
Jeff Skinner?
Yes, he
Yeah.
has like 250 5-on-5 goals since 2010. It was,
That's nuts.
it was wild, but not the Minnesota Wild because he didn't go there.
Yeah, so
I think they're okay. They needed what
they
they
need
needed.
to figure out the goalie. Like it
Skinner
needs-
Skinner proved that he's their guy.
yeah, but he needs to consistently be their guy. He can't do this shit again. So
Goalies are
Right.
very volatile.
yeah. Next we have the Preds.
Woo!
Holy
It's
fuck!
getting hot in here.
Yeah,
Let me
that's-
just say,
Wow.
I thought Predators tickets for my bachelor party were going to be like $12. They're about to be fucking like $75 a piece now.
$112. You're right.
I'm like, please stop. I'm like, please stop.
Please don't be good. Please don't be good.
Yeah, they got Stammer, Marchessault, Brady Shea, and they re-signed Soros. Who
8 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone thought Soros was getting moved. They were like, "Fuck that."
You know what? Psych, took your neck. Give me
I
8.
do think that I mean, the Lightning got Jake at seven by 9.
9.5.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that deal in like 3 years from now, but we'll see.
Good for him. We talked about
Good
Jake
for-
getting the bag, right?
Right,
And
good for
He
him.
went and got
But
it.
to get rid of Stammer, like
And to re-sign Hedman.
to
for
the
this-
exact same deal, like
And to ship, who they ship off Sergachev, right?
yeah.
he got moved to Utah.
Yeah.
Well, they needed to clear.
They
his cap.
did that. It was a cat
That's what I mean.
move.
There's a cat move.
I think that I don't think I would ever let somebody like Stammer go.
No.
That's
He's
like
your-
He
letting-
should have
that would
been a
be like
lightning
letting
for
S-
life.
That's
Yeah.
it's the same thing
Yeah.
letting Sid go. 100%.
Exactly.
That's just
It would have been
crazy.
the same thing as letting Sid go.
15 years.
Or Ovi.
Two,
Or
what,
Ovi,
2
yep.
cups?
3?
Three.
2.
Because I
Two.
mean,
Two.
yeah, like in Sid and Ovi's prime, Stammer was number 3.
Yeah.
Right. It literally was them for how many years of top 3 goal scorers, athletes, right?
They I don't know. Did you see their fucking tweet they put out? It was just like, thanks for all you done.
Yeah.
That was it.
And
See
it was
ya.
like
Yeah,
it
it
was
was like,
like-
get fucked, nerd.
it was like 1,500 games, 570 goals, 2 cups,
yeah, that was it.
That's it.
and a graphic.
Yeah. And then 2 days later they put the video out. But I'm like,
Yeah, there's no recovering, guys. Sorry.
I just don't think like you shipped a guy off that meant so much to like the town, the
Your
city.
community.
Yeah,
Right.
like that. That's literally was their guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they didn't even make like they made him an offer, but
I
it
mean,
was like
let me-
$3 million a year.
Yeah,
Let me-
they-
it was
they-
yeah, it was
Fuck
it was
that. They
8,
embarrassed
it
him.
was 8 by 24 was their offer.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Let me say this. I would rather have Hedman than Stamkos. As an organization, I would rather have Hedman over Stamkos.
I don't disagree.
Just for the sole reason that Stamkos is gone, right? Their first line is Gensel, Point, Kachuk. Gensel, Point, Kachuk.
Kucherov.
I don't know why I fucking said Kachuk.
Nasty, filthy,
And
absolutely.
it's like, okay, so if it wasn't
then after that-
Point, it would have been Stamkos. And then Point would have been the number 2.
Yeah.
And then who's your defensive core? Cal
Yeah.
Foot.
true because you had to ship off
No, he didn't get
Srdic
re-signed.
to sign, so he was gone regardless.
That's what I'm saying.
they
You're
brought
not.
McDonough back, but they brought McDonough back
Yeah,
because
McDonough's old.
but McDonough came back because he's like, I want to play with Stammer again, and then they were just like,
Yeah,
fuck you.
literally. And then you're like, I would have been like, can I
Yeah.
erase my name off that contract?
And he went to the Preds, which is
Where
where McDonough
McDonough
was
was.
playing.
Just playing from, yeah.
But I did see that like he actually called Marcia Show, or Marcia Show called him, and they were talking about like playing together because I guess they both had offers, and they both wanted to play with each other again. So they were like,
Interesting.
this is where we're going.
Yeah, I forgot Marshall started his career at Tampa. He was the
Yeah.
young guy in
He was real sick, and then he got picked up in the
expansion draft.
yeah, like the thing that that the Knights put out for Marcia Show was better than what
It
the
better be
Lightning
a
did.
goddamn-
For it was like our original Misfit, and it was like this like
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, he was one of the original ones left. There's not much left on that
Landing
team.
or like,
Carlson.
see you,
Him,
loser.
Eric Stone and Carlson.
yeah, Carlson.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 of them.
Yeah, that's good.
Moving on, we have the Devils. They got Pesci. I really like him. I've always really liked him. And Dylan, I think he is a bag of rocks.
I cannot stand Brendan. No.
Yeah.
I can't stand Dylan Kovac either.
Can't wait to watch him run somebody
Yeah,
again
he
this
just
year.
yeah. He's like a what he is, a Dollar General fucking trooper. That's all he is. Like he's ass. The Pens, we made a lot of small moves. Grizzlick's one of them,
Boo.
and we let P.O. go.
Boo.
I don't know. if
I don't mind P.O. It was time. It was time.
yeah, but Grizzlick over P.O. I don't know if I.
What was
really,
Grizzlick's price? What we signed like
1.2?
P.O. got 9.
Yeah, but I don't hate it because we already have enough like puck movers on defense.
We also have
need
fucking
actual
13,000
defense.
goddamn defensemen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're not wrong.
Waiting on that Graves trade any second now. Then.
They're not getting rid of him. We signed Anthony. How do you say
Bella-
it?
Billier.
Beauvillier.
Beauvillier.
Beauvillier. Yeah, he was a Penguin killer for a little while when he was with the Islanders, and
Yep.
now he's just been a career killer.
You know
for
what that
himself
means?
Since.
He's not going to do absolutely anything.
Yeah, he's gonna come here and do dick.
Yep, he's going to be the
Um,
next Matt Nieto.
Right. So
Hopefully he doesn't get hurt though.
Yeah, right.
yeah, we signed an AHLer, last name Hollowell.
Good for him.
A lot of people like his guy. He was like second last year in the AHL in points for defensemen.
But how many more defensemen do we need?
As soon as we signed Grizzlick, I was like POJ.
GGs.
POJ.
Oh,
yeah.
I said it was GG's to the entire free agency.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like it was like big name, Grizzlick, and I go.
Yeah.
We're chopped.
But we were linked to like a lot of big names. Like we were linked to Stammer at one point. Like
Stammer was never coming here ever.
no shit. But
Imagine Stammer being your third
when you're
line center.
when you're
That'd
linked
be
to
sick.
Stammer and then you go to fucking Grizzly,
You're done. You're cooked.
yeah, no,
Dubas did not cook.
no. And then we
Yet.
also got Lazat for 2 years.
I heard good things about him.
He is, as a closeted Kings fan, he is
What?
fantastic.
He's a closet Kings fan.
I'm a
Yeah.
closet Kings fan.
Damn, I learned something new today.
He's fantastic. I really like him a lot. So
Okay, I'm gonna trust you, even though you're.
yeah, until he sucks, then I hate him. Sharks, they got to Foley. They won.
that was so
Why?
strange signing.
Why?
So strange.
He was like, "Woo, celebrating," and he's like, "I'm gonna go play with him." And
But
it's 4 years.
But that's what we were saying. There.
Was
He was
it-
like he was tired of getting moved, so he's like, you know what? I'm just going,
He's
and
gonna
I'm
get moved at
finishing
the
there.
fucking deadline. Like,
Yeah. And what is it, like 4x6?
yeah. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about the Devils? Like, you go kind of like not all in, but like you make that trade, and then you don't do shit, and then you're like, so yeah.
Yeah.
How do you go from the Devils to the Sharks?
You know what? Toffoli's gonna be a Penguin this year.
I
It
mean,
just has to happen.
He better be leading that goddamn team in goals.
I
Or
mean,
else. Who else is gonna lead the team in goals?
Celebrini.
yeah, first line center. Yeah, I don't really understand that from his point of view because he's been saying for years like he wants to win another cup, but then he's been on fucking like losing teams.
Yeah,
like
I want
loser
to go to a
teams.
competitive team.
Yeah,
The worst team in the league.
He's like, I'm gonna go to a competitive team. Then he goes to the Canadians. They make it during COVID, get absolutely crushed
Steamrolled.
by the Lightning. Then he's like, all right, then I'm gonna go to Winnipeg. Okay. Then he goes to the Devils. They sucked last year. And then he goes from the Devils to the fucking Sharks.
Good for him.
I don't get that.
He just wanted to be in them 6 shark jerseys.
I mean, he wants to come out of the Shark before the game.
I mean, who doesn't want to come out of the Shark? He just wants.
I want to come out of the Vegas Golden Knight helmet. That's way better.
I want to be on the ice while they do the.
I think
the
when we go to RMU, we should come out of an eagle.
I mean, I think we can get.
Yeah, wonder who
Well,
we
we're
can
just gonna
get
make it
to
out of
find
paper mache.
It's gonna blow away in there.
Yeah. Next, Seattle got Montour and Stevenson. They overpaid both of them.
Montour got bagged.
7x7.
I mean, good for Montour. Like he is a fantastic defenseman. I don't think he's worth $7 million over like 7 years. That's a lot. And they gave Stevenson fucking $7 million too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a lot.
Yeah, for like he
And
was on like
wasn't
the
even
third
that-
line.
Yeah, I was gonna say he bounced between like third line last year with Vegas.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Interesting.
I'm interested to see what that looks like by middle of the year when he has like 12 points. The Leafs, they got Ekman Larson and Tanev. There was a lot of people online that said that they were really happy with both of those moves. I don't know if they watched the Stanley Cup Finals, but Ekman Larson was getting walked about every
How?
shift he was at.
Didn't Tanev get signed to like 5 years? Isn't he like in his 30s?
Yeah, he's got like
30?
he's gonna be like 30.
I think he's got to be like 32 or
32?
33.
5 years, $4.5 million. And then they got Ekman Larson for I think 2 or 3.
Yikes.
I don't know. He got walked. Like he would get walked. I think it was Game 7 we were watching, and it was either him or Ekblad every shift, fucking smoked. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like I don't know. The Leafs, they have 60% of their cap tied up in 4 dudes.
Good
So
for them. They're
we'll
fucked.
see how well.
So they
I mean,
trade-
I did see that a lot of people think Marner's getting moved this year, and Vegas is where everyone thinks he's going. So I'm sure that Mark Stone will have an injury that nobody knows what's going on, and he'll be on.
No, he already announced he's going on the IR
Yeah.
starting in like April.
He
Yeah,
said,
already-
"Oh, guys, guess what? Oh shit, it's January. I'll see you in March."
I'll see you guys.
Going on
Yeah.
vacation.
Feels good now, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
good.
like-
I'm good.
He's like, "Damn, this is tight. I'll see you in April."
I'm gonna go to Bora Bora for a while.
Yeah, and then Domi's coming back. I don't think.
Die.
Yeah.
Nice. Good for him.
No, Max Domi's going back 4 years. He put out a video on Twitter or X or whatever, and it was he put his face over Leonardo DiCaprio from Wolf of Wall Street, and it's like, I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving. Good for him.
I've always liked him. I think having Domi in a Maple Leafs jersey just
Feels right.
the world is right.
Yeah, it really does.
He also had a pretty solid year last year.
He was one of the
like
ones that I wish we
he's
got
like
him.
third line center.
Yeah.
I wish we would have got him at
I
the trade deadline. That was
I did too.
every year.
Last we have the Caps, they decided to just fucking get everybody. They traded for Logan Thompson, sent Darcy to the Kings for PLD.
Nice knowing you guys.
See ya.
It was, I think Logan Thompson will do really well there.
Yeah.
He's a massive dude. They also traded a bag of chips and Nick Jensen for Chikrin. Kind of surprised because he's only 26.
Who?
Chikrin.
He's real young.
He's only 26.
Yeah, you know who's really mad about that? Me. Because 2 days prior, in fantasy, I dropped him because I was like, Ottawa's ass. He didn't have a good year. I'm not going to keep him. Now he's going to have fucking 98 points in Washington.
Yeah, he's going to play with Carlson.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be He'd not be on power play, but
Get fucked.
And then they also got
Mega Peon. Mega.
Mega.
He's one of my
I
fucking
don't know how to say it.
OG
Mega
ad
Penny.
drop guys in
Dude,
fantasy.
he's the biggest ad drop driver for the last 3
He
years.
has
Yeah.
to be.
That's because he scores 20 goals and has 3 assists.
Yeah.
It's like Mike Clark's stats at the Eagles game. I think the Caps are going to be real good.
Logan Thompson, if he stays healthy, I feel like that's a W for them.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't had a goalie since pretty much Holtby left.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Then they had Varlamov.
Yeah, and then,
And then they had
Vanacek.
Charles Lindgren.
He's still there.
Yeah, Lindgren's still there. He's the backup.
He started last year over fucking Kemper from half the year.
Yeah, I remember he had that hell of a mustache.
But then I don't know. The Caps they said, we're going to do everything humanly possible to get Ovi, Gretzky's record, and maybe make the playoffs.
And call it quits.
And then
Rebuild.
Ovi's going to retire. Ovi's going to break the record and fucking retire. Like
Let me just say, for those fantasy users who have Jeremy Swayman and Aiden Hill right now, are rejoicing to the fucking moons.
Yeah, Allmark.
I have Swayman. I had zero interest in keeping him. Zero. Because I'm not keeping a goalie who's 1A, 1B. But now that his
Keeping him
backup's
now.
Corpusalo,
Yeah.
I'm 100% keeping him.
He's probably going to suck now.
He probably is. Thanks, Tigs.
Yeah, you know who had Allmark? Me. You know who's also dropping Allmark? Me, because I ain't having a fucking Senators goalie.
No.
I did see just on the rumor side, though, that Brady Tkachuk, people are inquiring about moving or, like, getting him.
Ottawa's in such a weird place.
This is actually the Senators' year, okay?
Huh?
It's the Senators'
Yeah,
year.
right, just like it's Pirates here.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what Chris Kunitz said. He said, it's like, never again.
I would be interested to see where Brady Tkachuk would. Like,
Hopefully in Calgary, could you imagine?
Probably San Jose.
Or not Calgary. Fucking dumbass. Florida. With playing them together, that'd be sick.
right.
Absolutely sick.
Good fucking luck.
He's going to Utah.
Kind of fresh off the press. Tarasenko did sign with Detroit 2 years, 9.5
Okay, well, that's
mil.
not the Penguins.
A lot of people thought he was coming back.
Yeah. Not for fucking...
Yep.
Yeah.
What was it? It was 2 by 4.5, so 2 by 9.
It was 9.5.
So 4.75.
4.75.
Math's hard.
That's not a bad deal for him. They re-signed Raymond. Sider is coming back. They re-signed Kane. A lot of people thought Kane was coming. Again, big names. Everybody's like,
I'm tired of that.
Depends.
It's because we're the franchise we are, right?
Yeah,
Dynasty. Sorry,
we're the
Dynasty.
Yankees of the fucking NHL.
No,
It's
we're
like any
Linked to everybody.
yeah.
Except the Yankees get everybody. And
Yeah,
don't.
we don't
Yeah,
get anyone.
every big name, they're like the Pens, and we're all like, that would be sick. And then we end up getting fucking Matt Grizzly.
Dude, could
So-
you imagine telling like younger us like, hey, you had Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and Patrick Kane on the same team?
No,
Bring
would
Ray
never believe
Shearer
you.
back. He'll somehow make it happen.
Who?
So what
bring
we-
Rutherford back. He'll trade
Ray
the whole
Shearer.
fucking
Oh,
farm.
Ray
What,
Shearer,
what we
yeah.
talked about last pod, and I still think it's potentially on the table, is a line A. I don't know if it'll be a line A deal to us, but line A is 100% getting moved
Oh,
within the
100%.
coming weeks.
Yeah, he
He
doesn't.
Or
Want
the
gets,
end of
moved, he
July.
gets moved before training camp opens.
100%.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be there. He's openly said that.
Maybe he wants to play now that Sean Monahan's there.
Hey, we do have like $3 million cap. Penguins do. So they
We
would
did
have to
trade-
retain.
They had to retain half.
2.
What's his contract? Isn't it like 6?
I thought he was like 7 something.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't math.
We did trade Riley Smith. See you later.
Yeah, have fun with the Rangers. Have fun
How about
scoring
talk
30
about a
goals.
finesse? What, second and a fifth for Riley, and then he traded a third
To get him.
originally to get Riley, right?
Yeah. Kyle Dubas is like, give me all the second round picks you can fucking have.
Well, Dubas did come out and say that they're
Not looking
Not-
for long term.
they're not looking to tank, but they're also looking to compete at the same time, and they're also looking to rebuild all at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know how that one's gonna
Yeah.
work, but
So here's my I don't know if it's a question or what exactly it is. How can you say that you're looking to they're basically trying to retool on the fly, but if you look at us,
Which is very hard to do.
right, but if you look at us and then you look at the Capitals are doing it 100% the right way, and we are just sitting with our fucking dicks in our hands. Like,
it's not
they
much
went
to
out and got the
feel.
goalie. They went out and got the stud defenseman. They are definitely shipping. Like, Oshie's gone. There's no way they're keeping him. He's making $5 million.
Bring
And
Oshie
he's
here.
Injury prone too.
Bring him here.
Every year.
We're linked. I'm telling you right now, rumor, we're linking Oshie right now.
Right, tweet it.
I'm breaking it right now.
No. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be linked to him, whether we get him or not. Fuck no.
Probably
But-
not.
I just think that with Oshie, like, he's not the same. He's not the dude that scored 7 goals in the Olympics. Like,
No.
he ain't that guy anymore.
No. Yeah, sorry, you ain't that guy.
You ain't that guy.
No.
You ain't that guy, bud.
Side note: I've been waiting for this matchup because I just want him to throw it at 103 at his head.
Chapman against Contreras after it took him 45 seconds around the bases after he nuked one. I'm here for it.
So I think that there's still some bigger, like, I saw the list of, like, I think it was NHL Network put out, like, the top 10 free agents still, and, like, Sprong was one. I was
Roslovic.
right.
That's
I
his
would
boy.
like.
I would
Yeah.
love Roslovic.
I would love Daniel Sprong. Boy,
I-
Bring him back.
retold. Love Daniel Sprong. Daniel Sprong was my first love, and then Connor Sherry stepped in.
And no one's ever been able to replace Connor Sherry.
Nope.
We're gonna get you a
We
signed.
need to bring him back.
Connor Sherry?
Yes.
He
Where's-
plays for Tampa.
Yeah, he's their third line.
We need to put a jersey right, game used, right there. on
Dude,
that wall.
don't even tempt me. I've
been
seen
looking.
it on eBay how many times? A game used Wilkes-Barre Sherry jersey.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
How much?
Like 600. Yeah, no thanks.
Okay.
Last thing we have before we get into our hot take still. I know you got something.
I'm not on here.
I was
so
going to say, I don't know what happened to you.
you guys fucking deleted me.
It wasn't me.
you don't want me to talk? I mean, we can skip.
I want you to talk, Dill.
I mean, there's
We should all do the Matt Hardy. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Delete.
Delete. Delete. Delete.
Okay,
delete.
it is.
All right, Dill, what do you got? Steeler news.
There's no news. We're just gonna do the schedule prediction.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nothing crazy.
Nice.
Because you guys like to, you're the
We're
talk
the
team.
ones.
It's not what I said. Anyways, you guys wanted to talk the whole time. Tigs had a nice segment, right? Kept it short, sweet. And you guys are just babbling about ice and fucking people
Buddy,
beating
did
this
you
shit.
see how much shit I had to cover?
This is his NHL send-off, okay? He's
Yeah,
not gonna
it's
have
his
anything to
farewell
talk
Yeah,
about
we're starting the
for-
Olympics.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
fucking ready, Steve.
First game of the season. We opened the season at Atlanta.
I hope we fucking.
All I'm looking for here is a win-loss.
Ask me
how As a group.
pissed I am that I were in Florida for that game because I 100% would have went to that game, have a semi-connection in Atlanta, could have had a place to stay for the weekend, and now we're fucking in Florida.
I'm going to say this right now. You will not catch me in Atlanta.
I didn't
I have
ask
no
you to come,
desire
so
to
that's
go.
awkward.
So that's awkward. Win.
Loss.
When-
What?
Really?
We're going to lose to Kirk Cousins.
Mhm. It's not prime time. Loss.
He's gonna pull out the chain.
Yeah, but I'll say he's going to pull.
Yeah,
him in.
wait till
Okay.
wait till TJ Watt comes around the corner and smokes him. They'll have to put Penix in.
Bijan's having 160 all-purpose yards, 2 touchdowns.
We're not clipping that. It's too early for that.
Tags, what'd you say?
I said when.
We're going with a win.
Woo.
Corey?
Win.
Yeah. Or just taking L's.
At Denver, but it's
Win.
a 4:25 game.
Win.
Win. Denver sucks.
Zach Wilson's there. And Bo Nix.
Yeah, hide your mom.
Yeah. So
Dana, watch out.
so Denver sucks.
Third game is at the Chargers Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Loss.
Or no, home. Sorry, home.
Home. That's our home opener.
That's our home opener.
Yeah.
Yes.
Win. He said loss.
I said loss.
I'm gonna go with a loss. I'm sorry.
That's why you're the twos.
Wait, so how are we gonna do it? Corey, you gotta
Court.
we'll coin flip. You think I'm fucking around? We're literally gonna coin flip.
Are you marking these so we can put them out?
Steve said he'd take care of this, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know, bro. You're gonna have to talk to that guy. Heads.
You didn't say
'Kay.
anything.
He's like heads.
Well, listen. I opened it on Google and it just automatically started flipping. Heads is win, tails is loss. Here we go. Ready?
Why do you guys get tails? Tails never fails.
Tails never fails.
Bullshit.
Loss.
Nope, we win by 40.
Third game is at Indianapolis.
Loss.
Loss.
That's a loss.
KZ's gonna shit pump Pittman again.
Yeah, we're gonna go round 2. We have home against Dallas on Sunday Night Football.
Loss.
Win.
I'm saying
It's
it's
the
a win.
Cowgirls win.
It's a win. I think we play really well in prime time at home.
We do, but Dallas is pretty decent.
Dak Prescott's a bitch.
I mean, they have Zeke back, so I don't think they're gonna.
I might change it to a loss if I got Zeke. Just kidding.
CeeDee Lamb.
He's about to be CD fucking one catch for 13 yards.
Yeah.
Joey Porter about to shut his ass
Yeah.
down, but loss.
Well, we're going with a win, so it don't matter.
Well, that's fine.
We're going Sunday at the Raiders. 4
Loss.
o'clock.
The Raiders
That's a
win.
that is a classic
That's a
Steelers
classic
lose
lose.
game.
That's a loss.
That
I'm
we
saying
are going to
win.
lose that
Aiden
game.
O'Connell's going to throw for 400 yards.
Aiden O'Connell. That's
Yeah.
if he beats out Mustache Gardner.
Doesn't matter.
Win.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sa-
saying a win too. Flip the
'Kay.
coin. Flip the coin, Google.
Flipping the coin.
You
Tails never fails.
Fuck.
well, I guess we're just.
We're getting hosed.
Yeah, I guess we're
That's because they picked tail. That's why.
team tails.
Technically, Dill said heads first.
Next.
We're going back Sunday night at home
Win.
against the Jets.
Win.
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 Aaron Rodgers going to tear his ACL.
Next week's a fucking win too.
Next week's also a win. It's home Sunday night.
Monday night.
Monday night. Sorry, that's an M instead of an S.
Yeah, you would think he would need glasses or something.
Fuck off.
It's probably gonna be a game we're at.
I told him that. He's like, I ain't fucking going. I'm like, why? I told him yesterday. I was like, Giants or Jets? Pick one. He's like, neither. I was like, pick one. He's like, Giants.
I said Jets.
You did say Jets, and I said Giants because the Giants are gonna be cheaper, and it's a Sunday night, and we're about to smoke Daniel Jones.
It's a Monday night.
Giants is?
Giants is Monday night.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Win.
Win.
I'm saying. I mean, that's a win. Week 9's a bye. I think we're.
Win.
Don't think that's how that one works, but the next week is at the Commanders on a Sunday.
Win.
Win.
I mean, I'm gonna say win, even though I feel
I'm-
like that's
I'm-
also a game we.
I'm gonna say win.
We should go.
Yeah. No, you know what? We should go is to the next game, which is Baltimore at home.
No.
Right. Nope.
Here,
Oh, here.
Uh-oh.
here at home.
Oh, I already went to one Baltimore game. That's enough in my
Okay.
lifetime.
Baltimore at home Sunday 1 o'clock.
Loss.
Loss.
I'm gonna say loss.
I'm also gonna say loss. I don't think.
Bandwagon.
We're gonna go at the Browns
Win.
Win.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. Win.
Thursday night at
Win.
the Browns, November 21st. Win.
Win. TJ's going to have 38 sacks.
We got a week and some change, and then we play at Cincinnati Sunday 1 o'clock.
Loss.
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 Damn, you're beat.
I'm going win.
Doesn't matter.
Thanks.
Your opinion does not matter.
And then we continue. We come home against the Browns.
Win.
All I do is win.
Any game against the
no matter
Browns,
what.
win.
And then we go to Philadelphia Sunday at 4:30.
Loss.
Loss.
Well, Kenny Pickett's going to be starting for the Eagles. Win.
Yeah.
that's fair logic.
If Kenny's playing, win. If Hurts is playing,
Loss.
6 days later, we have Baltimore
Loss.
Win.
Saturday. I don't
In
know why it's
Baltimore,
Yep, in
Loss.
Baltimore. I'm saying we win at Baltimore. Do we have to flip? I wasn't paying attention. Do we have to flip for that?
no, it's
No.
3-1.
We're saying win?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay,
We're probably we're gonna split it either.
Yeah,
way.
so the Steelers are 12-2 at this point.
No, I think we have what 4.
4.
Yeah, then we had smoked the last 4.
Yeah, this
We gotta keep it fair, okay? This gotta be reasonable.
Loss.
4 days later,
Loss.
we play Christmas
Yeah.
at home against Kansas City.
Blowout.
Loss.
The only way we're
Blowout.
winning that game is if Santa sprinkles some fucking magic dust.
That's a loss if
Here's
I've
the
ever
thing,
seen
right?
one.
Taylor Swift's going to be here, and Livy Dunn's going to be right next to her.
Could you
Loss.
imagine this?
Polsky's waving the terrible towel.
Yeah.
Yo, if Paul Skeens ain't coming out on the home opener waving a terrible towel,
Yeah.
See
you
ya.
know what?
Loss.
My QB1 went to Pirate games, okay?
It's funny.
Russ is like the ultimate Pittsburgh dude now.
I was talking about Kenny, but
Well, yeah, him too.
but Russ definitely is. He's
So
going
then
for
the
it.
last game of the season, it to be decided, is the home against the Bengals,
win.
which I think they already announced. We have like 3 games within like 12 days, so it's going to be
Yeah.
like 4 days later again.
Yeah,
So I
that's
think
sick.
it's actually 4 and
So
9.
we're going to win.
I'm going to say a loss just because we're going to be absolutely
Win.
tired.
I'm gonna go loss as well.
Okay, tails never fails. No, it heads.
Heads, get fucked,
Nice.
nerds.
Wow, you get a win.
I don't know if that was you, but
It was me.
You got that
Like
was,
E.T.
there was some weird tippage there.
so I think we had 12 and 5 there.
I
Yeah.
think so. Steve's gonna take care of that.
My
for us.
prediction is 10.
He's gonna get a graphic. We're probably not gonna
The
win.
over
4
under is
games.
9.5.
We'll win probably 9. Go 9 and 8. And we'll call it a season.
And then
Why the fuck are we bunting with 2 strikes?
We'll somehow play Bills in the playoffs again.
Yep.
I think Taylor missed a sign. I'm gonna have to say.
Probably don't know how to read.
Probably can't see the ball because he's batting about 120.
I believe
It's
it's time for
191.
the hot steak.
What?
The hot steak.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about them.
I still had shit to cover. Look.
Oh, sorry. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, you know what? I didn't write it because I don't have anything else.
Corey must have edited it.
Missed. Whiff.
Steve, man, that's a
Somebody
live.
outside laughing at that joke? Or?
Because nobody fucking found it funny.
Alligator skin over here is unbothered.
Alligator skin.
It's done. Checked out. You guys are gonna talk without my mic on. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, come on, Brad.
Go on, Brad.
I'm gonna say my hot take whenever we get to them because I gotta let our host go first. And you guys are gonna laugh at me, so you know what? Fuck it. I don't even care.
No, we don't laugh at your hot takes. That's Corey.
Yeah, we laugh at Corey.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up our episode 33 with our hot take. So Dill, why don't you just lead us off and let us laugh?
Since I was I'm 1 for 1 on home run derby hot takes. Since I picked Vlad last year, I'm picking Gunnar Henderson this year. Sorry, Steve. I'm gonna apologize now.
Dylan doesn't even know the rest of the class.
Nobody does.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could put Babe Ruth in there. Gunner's still gonna win.
Right. Until you put Michael A. Taylor. Oh, Jack Rossovic signed in Carolina, so there goes
It's
our.
actually
Did he really?
Uh-huh.
Well, there goes that.
I said that the NL is going to win the All-Star game.
Yeah, good one.
They've won like one out of the last like.
that
33.
is actually a very
That's
good
a
hot
really
take.
hot take.
They won last year.
They did win last year.
It was their first time in like 11 years or something like
yeah,
that.
in Seattle.
Oh, great. Well, now it's not a hot take anymore because now the NL is going to win 10 in a row.
Not with that lineup.
Yeah, that lineup is brutal.
All right, Tigs.
I'm going to go with Skeens is going to make the All-Star game.
That'd be sick. Not gonna lie.
He should make the All-Star game and fucking start. So that way he starts and he faces the top 3-4 guys in their order.
In their lineup, yeah. Only pitch in 1 inning. That's all I need.
That's all you need. All right, Jimmy.
I'm saying that the Pirates are going to trade a pitcher for a bat.
A MLB bat.
You guys got to be more specific. Is a pitcher of beer, a pitcher of Coke? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, there you go. Them fucking dumbass jokes. No one's laughing again. Dylan's like, you talking about a pitcher frame?
Pitcher, that's a picture. 2 different things.
Just a pitcher for a bat.
Okay.
Is
Pitcher
it
for
an
a bat.
MLB bat?
Just a bat.
There we go.
Wait, there we go.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
the ambiguity is
Says
going to
you.
get us.
Oh, yeah, the Pirates are signing a starting pitcher. Fleming. Get fucked.
It wasn't Fleming. It was.
There's some guy we haven't.
Yeah, it was a minor league dude. We don't even know his name. So
fuck,
fuck
who
off.
was it? Eric Lauer.
Right.
Is he even on the roster anymore?
See you
No.
later.
You got DFA'd.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, he didn't get DFA because he was never in the pros. He just his tryout contract was done, so he said see you later.
Nice.
And Corey's gonna wrap us up here with the Pirates going to sweep the Muck and Fets.
Is that word for word what he texted you?
Yeah.
Well, who are the Feds? The Feds? Does
Yeah.
he mean the Feds?
Yeah, no, now we have to tell them if they actually sweep the Mets. Sorry, Core.
You didn't. You said the Feds.
Fets are.
I hope to God this happens.
And we get to pull the Feds.
The Muck and Fets.
So you can drill him on a technicality.
Yes.
Get fucked. Literally twice in 2 weeks.
Well, one he couldn't control.
On that note, never mind.
Never mind.
I know how I feel.
On that note, thanks for watching, listening, subscribing, sharing with your neighbors, dogs, uncles, and cats. Episode 33. Got some big stuff in 34. Maybe cooking in the works. Maybe.
Chef Curry out here.
Chef Curry with that shot boy.
We should
Yeah,
have some content coming out too, right?
Yeah.
Thank God.
2 weeks.
Bro, look, Steve's like laughing back there. Like, does he know? Like, does he have something planned for us? Like,
Fuck Steve. He's a nerd.
okay. You heard it here first.
Yeah, there he goes again. You heard it here first, ladies. You heard it here first. We heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Fuck Steve.
Yeah. And on that note, get ins or get out, and we'll catch you next time.